In a world full of Dungeons & Dragons content, Jamazing presents a new way of playing the classic tabletop game. Welcome to DM Roulette, a game where the players rotate who the Dungeon Master will be each month. No need to sift through countless episodes to figure out what's going on here. Each adventure will begin and end in 3 parts. And don't you worry, the beloved cast of characters will stay consistent from adventure to adventure, unless they die. So, without further ado, let's start the next episode of DM Roulette.
Excellent. Welcome to the last portion of the, what did I end up calling this again? Ice Baby?
Yeah.
I was going to go with Baby It's Cold Outside, but, we kind of thought that not be able to hit and miss, so we went with Baby It's Cold Outside. In the last session, the campaign and the characters finally made it out of the ice village up in the north. That seems to be predominantly inhabited by half-giants. The half-giants seem to not be very big fans of the architects or the archaeologists who come in to dig out the glacier for its artifacts to uncover the culture lost from the village. People discovered that memes going strong already. People discovered that the glacier was formed from a great being of power and a second great being called Lyraclia, or the Ice Queen, came and further expanded the glacier over time. Since she has gone missing, we've started to see the glacier slowly shrink away. As the group made it up the side of the glacier, they were ambushed by a pair of half-giants that cut off the elevator. The group tragically watched among a flock of birds, tragically watched one delivery bird get smushed and flattened, while the rest of the flock of birds, which was Oliver, made it up safely and quickly stopped the half-giant at the top, while the half-giant at the bottom got its brains bashed in very quickly and then thrown off the side of the glacier. Along the way, Ironjaw found one of the chip sites, so one of the dig sites on the vertical side of the glacier, where he found a number of interesting looking candles, as well as fingertips coming through the ice. These were glowing a familiar dull blue glow, and did not seem to respond to the fire that he started in front of it, which he was trying to melt the ice away. Once they got to the top and started piecing together and interrogating the half-giant that they captured, they found out that the half-giant there was not doing things on anyone's volition other than his own, and his goal was to protect the glacier, and seemed to have almost a cult-like response, worship to the glacier itself. While we were in the middle of interrogating the archaeologist who came up and was being guarded by the party, Araya, she came in to say, "Hey, why are we melting things so quickly? Oh my god, we shouldn't do that. Shit." And the glacier started to crumble and degrade, eventually collapsing, which is where we leave everyone falling. If I remember correctly, we are left with Ironjaw was sliding off the edge of a cliff inside the glacier and managed to catch on. Who fell in the puddle?
Oh, I'm all wet now. My fur's getting all stinky.
You guys are both wet. Who ended up sliding down and being engulfed?
Gunnar, I think.
What?
I think it was Gunnar and someone else, but I think it was only Gunnar.
I I thought there's 3 of us that slid to the same way. I don't know if we
Yes.
all got engulfed or if it was just Gunnar that got engulfed, but I think
It was just Gunnar that got engulfed because he was on the lower. He was lower than everyone else. And then
was it Tim, me, and Jen, and then Tim got engulfed?
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then some people took fall damage, some people did not. So I'm going to start by everyone rolling initiative.
Oh,
Let's just get into it.
Da, da, da.
Yeah, it
So
is.
you start it with exclamation mark in it space begin. Oh, hopefully the other one's done. Oh, it is nice.
So,
Join.
I go init join monster.
No, for you it'll be exclamation mark init space add space plus whatever modifier, and then space whatever name you want it in the initiative tracker.
a lot of faces.
I know I don't know how to say it better than that. So so you need a
Init,
plus
add.
something between add and cube. Init add space.
I think there's a cube, guys.
Ah, a cube.
Yeah, cube.
Made of some gelatin-like material, perhaps.
All right, let's start off the top here. Peter Post, where are you and what are you doing?
Oh man, I always roll so well in initiative. I don't know. As
So
a
good.
person, Jen is not high in initiative.
Everyone's AC does not match, right?
What?
Or sorry, no, everyone's HP matches. That makes sense. Carry on.
Right. So it's just, can you describe what I'm viewing in terms of Gunnar being trapped in the ice?
Absolutely. So you see, let me explain it. Let me explain it better here. So you see what looks like a block of ice that you are about to slide into. As you're sliding down, you're kind of doing that, like catching onto things, trying to scrape and slow yourself down. As you see Gunnar about to slam into it, and you expect him to bounce off or collide in a really firm way, you see him kind of hit it softly and then just slowly slide into the center of it. And you realize that this is not a block of ice, but this is actually an ooze.
Mm-hmm.
A cube.
Mm-hmm.
So you are continuing to slide down towards it. I would argue that you could try and avoid it. You could try and attack it, or you could do something else.
I think I'm going to try to stop my movement toward it, if possible. Do I need to? I'll use my battle axe, I guess, to kind of like wrench into the ground that I'm sliding down on.
Perfect. Strength check me. Jesus. How many jelly ones are there?
Oh my god, so many jelly ones. It's like looking
You
at a
are-
catalog, like which one?
So you are unsuccessful. You're trying to slide down, but you see Rocket nearby, so you try to avoid hitting him. I need you to make a strength check again as you hit the wall of this cube.
Oh, nice, better.
Excellent. So you kind of push against it, and you're able to stop yourself, but not get engulfed.
Okay.
I'll say that you have enough. That happened all pretty quickly, so you can do a bonus action or move if you want.
Sure. Is there anything else in this cavern? Is it just the ooze?
Yes. So you can make a perception check for me if you'd like to get a better idea of what's going on.
Yeah. Oh god. It's just the ooze. I was distracted. I had things to deal with.
Where did
I'm gonna
Gunnar
die.
go? There's flat ice beside this block of ice. Otherwise, there's nothing in here. How did you get in here? Oh my god, where did everyone else go?
You're the worst.
Minos, you find yourself wet in a puddle.
Oh, I'm all wet in a puddle, Oliver.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna need you to make a con save for me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna say I'd like to dry myself off, but I don't know exactly how.
I'm assuming both of us?
You both will, yeah, if you want to do it now. Go for it.
Yes.
Is it save?
No.
Con? Save?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was bad.
Oh dear.
Oof.
Minos, that water seeps into your core.
Oh,
It
I'm so
gets
cold.
so deep into the hair. You see little like frost tips starting to develop on the tips of your fur. You take 1 level of exhaustion.
Right.
Oliver,
You posted that somewhere.
what did you gain? You got a scarf or something? From
I have a cloak.
you got a wintry cloak.
I might
That
have I don't remember getting a
that
scarf.
enables
Rocket got the scarf.
it's
Okay.
able whatever you ended up getting, it reflected some of the water. You're doing okay. It's cold, but you don't find yourself run down by it at all.
Okay. Minos, what are you talking about? This is lovely.
I'm turning into a block of ice, Oliver.
Well, we should get out of the water, probably.
How is there even water here? Everything else is ice.
That's actually so true. And I'm surprised you noticed that before I did. This is
Why?
strange.
Do
Oh no,
you both of
nothing
you want to?
unrelated.
Can both of you make a nature check for me?
Oh, yeah. I know nature things. Okay, wait, can you remind me of the exhaustion table? Do you mind sending it
Yeah,
here
so
and I can pin it in the group?
I'm just going to say every level of exhaustion you get -1 to checks, like
Okay.
to checks rolls,
Okay.
and you get -5 feet.
Okay. So
Good
I'm
movement.
going to check nature, but this will be -1.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So 18. And Oliver, that makes sense. Oliver, you've never really been around ice like this. Minos, you're used to kind of cold because you've been there. You recognize that glaciers move because as water melts, water and ice have a cyclical nature. So that's how glaciers tend to move. Is there's water within and throughout that makes these little like almost lava tubes. So you get horizontal and vertical movement. And you would expect to see water inside.
Yeah, there's a lot of like stuff happening in here, Oliver, but it makes sense that there's some free water. I think that's why the whole thing moves. Wait, is it moving?
No, it very slowly. What are you doing?
But very slowly, like you wouldn't even be able to tell, Oliver.
Oh, I'm gonna like clutch my cloak around myself in a very haughty way and be like, I grew up in a place much warmer than this. I don't like this trip anymore. We should go home.
Yeah, I don't want to be here for
Minos,
a
what are you
month.
doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna summon a fireball in my hand with Druidcraft, essentially as kind of a way to keep myself somewhat warm. Are there
Perfect.
any ways for us to go where we're currently?
Yes, you find yourself kind of in a more open zone. If you look out you look out directly in front of you, you can
What dark
see.
is it?
It's dark. Minos, do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision, and I did just summon my fire
And you
as
have-
well. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
I'm
so-
gonna cast light on my cloak. Well, that might not be a good idea. On my staff.
Fair. So we have a good amount of light here. You can see that the ice flat you're on kind of continues and disappears, probably about 30 feet off in front of you. You can see what looks like a tiny little ice pick just clipping to the edge, and you can see that there's another little tunnel that continues to your right.
Okay, I'm gonna go and check what this ice pick's about.
Wait, we saw Ironjaw go by. Was that right?
No, Ironjaw went by independent.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought we saw him like overhead or something. Okay, I'm gonna go towards the pick that I see at the edge.
I'm gonna keep a lookout with my vigilant eyes.
Perfect. You find Ironjaw
Oh,
kind of clipped to the edge of the
I found Ironjaw.
glacier fall.
Oh, hey everyone.
Oh
I-
shoot!
I'm
would
glad
like
I
to
didn't
help
get flung
Ironjaw
off
up.
somewhere very far away. I don't think I
caught
fell off.
literally
I
none
thought I
of
caught
what the two
myself.
of you said.
Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
you did catch yourself, and they found you.
Perfect.
Careful
I'm
of
glad
the
we're not
water.
separated. Oh, well, obviously. If you get wet, you'll get exhausted.
Yeah,
Hey, Willikers,
I know,
Ironjaw, you
but
need
I
to pull
didn't mean
yourself
to
up.
fall
They-
in the water, Ironjaw.
That's fair.
All right, so I
guess
say
if we
Minos.
can, yeah, like just generally in this scene, as best as Minos can, he would like to dry himself off. He got the warning from the person in town to be like, don't be wet when it's cold. So like, change my clothes, dry off my fur with my my fire. I know I've already kind of got one exhaustion. I just don't want to like keep it up, kind of thing. I want to.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yep. Because don't get in my head. Don't foresee things. So
If you
Iron
like
Jaw.
Minos,
Well, you know what they say: give a Minotaur a fire and he'll be warm for a day, but set a Minotaur on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
Oh, I don't really like that saying, Iron Jaw.
that is profound wisdom if I've ever heard it.
Beautiful.
Take a couple steps away from Iron Jaw.
It's okay. I'm sure you'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, we've looked around. There is a cliff and a pick, and like a path to head down.
Oh, yeah,
There's a small
tunnel.
path.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's two little things. Where you are, you'd be able to go to where the others crashed in the puddle.
Yeah.
You'd be able to look behind you, and there's a kind of an open cavern, and to the left of where they came up was a small tunnel.
Okay. Was there like a mining pick lying around somewhere?
No, I just
okay.
flavored that as you kind of hanging on the edge.
Oh, that was me. All right, cool. I guess I like the idea of the small tunnel because it seems clear that there's
Perfect.
ways into this place, and maybe we can use that to get out.
Do it up. So you guys wander down, or I guess are the others following you? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know it's a little like combat, not combat. We're gonna go.
No,
with
yeah,
it.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys come around the corner, and it's a fairly sharp corner, and you see what looks like Gunnar suspended off the ground, just kind of hovering there,
Well, this
looking
can't
a
be
little
good.
silly.
Oh, Gunnar, you got a new ability.
Go ahead.
So I can, as a bonus action while I'm wandering around, do a perception check to spot hidden creatures or objects. So I'd like to do that if I can.
Absolutely.
12.
You see, well, you can make out that this is obviously not natural ice. You can tell that this is some sort of creature. And you can see that Gunnar is not the only thing engulfed in this.
Ooh,
Oh.
But that's all you're able to tell it. Yeah, pretty much like that.
cool.
On to Rocket. I need you to figure out, are you going to slide as well, or are you going to do something to get out of the way?
Yeah, so just so I understand like, exactly what Rocket saw, so like myself, Gunnar, and Peter were all kind of sliding together, and Gunnar was in front of us and got engulfed.
Yes.
So I would have seen him like get engulfed by this thing.
Yep.
Okay.
And you would have also seen you would have seen Peter as well stop. So I would say if you wanted to try and stop, you could have advantage because there's someone in front of said cube.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's not really in the description, so this might be not appropriate fluff. So please
Flavor.
tell me.
I love fluffing.
So I would like to cast
Phrasing.
Firebolt at the jelly as both a way to like kind of attack it, as well as like push myself like the opposite direction from getting engulfed into it.
Make that attack roll.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you think?
I think that you kind of miss, and you shoot past the jelly as you're sliding down. I need the other three that just joined the cube party to make a dexterity saving throw. As the firebolt hits the ceiling above them.
Oh my god, if I end up on fire.
And it won't even be me.
All right,
Thanks
so
for being
these
here, Oliver.
these pieces of ice start falling from the ceiling, and Ironjaw immediately like and just slides out of the way. Minos is already out of the way, And Oliver is kind of doing the cartoony, like, uh-oh. And you are going to take 5 bludgeoning damage as a large piece of ice falls. This gift should come back multiple times. So you take 5 bludgeoning damage as a large block of ice falls from the ceiling. Carry it. And then I need you to make a strength check, Rocket.
I can do that. I'm known for my strength.
There you go.
Ooh.
Excellent. You're kind of able to grab onto. You try to like zap, but you're also grabbing onto Peter, so you're able to stop yourself from sliding into the ooze. At a trade-off, at a cost of you firing your firebolt elsewhere.
But I'm fine.
You are okay
So it was a successful turn.
for now. Gunnar, I need you to start your turn with... What sort of fun are we going to add in here? I need you... Actually, right off the bat, you're taking damage as you are currently engulfed. Where is this? Oh, interesting. Gifts. They're great. Actually, you just take 10 damage straight off the top.
Oof.
You take 10 acid damage
Oof.
as you are currently engulfed. Engulfed means... I'll copy and paste it in here. Engulf is not a status. I'll just read the description. So, if a creature is within 5 feet of the cube, it can take an action to pull a creature or object in or out of the cube, requiring a strength check. The creature making the attempt can deal acid damage. I won't go too much more into that. You are able to make a dexterity saving throw or a strength saving throw to get out. And that's all I'm going to share with you.
Okay. So he will make a strength check.
Yep.
To try to escape.
I'm not sure how this would look in real life, but literally ripping jelly apart. I would just literally splits down the middle. And as Moses parted the seas, Gunnar is parting the jelly. What the fuck? All right. I would say you're still able to... I'll count that as a bonus action.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I want to live.
Do
Gunnar
it.
is pretty badly beaten up. Probably the worst that his allies have ever seen him.
Oh.
So he will stumble towards them and sort of collapse at their feet, I think.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, Gunnar.
Oh.
According to my research, he looks hurt.
Do you want to do any attacks or any sort of... or any actions?
No, not this turn.
Okay, perfect. Updated and saved. We are on to Oliver.
I do that. I do what the gift is.
No, that's me.
No.
Get your own gift.
Oh gosh. Hopefully someone can help him who isn't me because I can't heal.
Yeah, I'm coming, Gunnar. Don't worry, I got you. I have to wait for my turn, though.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna sit tight.
Oliver, you're going to sit tight?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a big ooze to shoot.
Oh right, there is an enemy in here, isn't there?
There's a big ooze.
Oh, okay,
Just
wait, 1
choose
second.
that.
I
It's
got
also
this.
got some other things in there. We should try to carve it
Okay,
out.
1 sec. I got this. Okay.
What are you, a wizard or a bard? Come on.
So true. I'm gonna cast
Yes.
Witch Bolt.
Yes, give me a juice box. Yes. All right, cast away.
I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt, which means
Like-
I need to make a ranged spell attack. I think this one never shows up when I try to cast it, but let's give it a go.
Correct.
Let's try again.
Story.
Maybe there's been an update.
Correct. It still does that annoying ass fucking thing. Okay.
So you can do spell, ! spell, space, put the name of the spell, and it'll just list out what it does, and you'll have to just do the rolls yourself.
I can just I'll just go to my like attacks thing and I'll just punch in the numbers raw.
Lovely.
What spell is it though, for like our benefit and the viewer's benefit?
Witch bolt. Witch bolt.
41.
Yeah, but which bolt is it?
You're everybody. No.
I got it. It's on the screen. We're good. We got it.
Wonderful. Okay.
D12.
Okay. I got this. I can do this.
We believe in you.
I'm doing it.
I
How
don't.
is that's not good?
That does not hit.
It's a freaking cube. What is wrong with you
How-
guys?
It's very slippery in here. You slipped, you missed.
True.
You got- It really has bolt anti like nega bolt activity. So any bolts that are directed to it clearly just reflect off of it. It is the cube's turn.
Wait, sorry, are you saying this completely or just because I missed?
I'm joking entirely.
Because you missed.
good.
I should clarify. I really should clarify. Okay, so currently there are 2 creatures within 5 feet of the cube. It is going to reach this long, kind of gelatinous appendage and attempt to engulf Rocket.
Oh.
So, Rocket, you need to make a strength check. Actually, no, I get to make a strength check. Woo! Okay, roll. 1d20. Nailed it. Fuck yeah.
Ouch.
Ooh.
All right. This little out branching of gel literally splats down on Rocket, and Rocket kind of gets sucked up the arm of it and back into the center. You are going to take 8 acid damage.
Pardon me.
Since my turn is right after the cube and Rocket was right beside me,
Did I skip you?
can I do like a combat against this strength to try to like prevent it, or can I use my
Oh, sure.
action turn to
Yep.
like try to pull Rocket away from the thing?
Sure. Why don't we give that disadvantage then?
We're giving the cube disadvantage, or am I doing it on disadvantage?
Why don't I give the cube disadvantage? That would make sense, as you're trying to fall. Okay.
Whoa! She had that crit in her back pocket. She knew.
So this thing is strong, and you try to grab onto Rocket's like ankle, and Rocket's gone.
Oh, that was you.
Takes 8 acid
Yeah, that was the
damage.
cube.
Sorry. And that is it. So you're currently you got dealt some damage, and that is it. So we're back up to the top. Peter, you are up.
Okay. I was flavoring it as using my action to try to prevent that.
I can go back.
No, that was what I was trying to do. So I'll just use my bonus action. Gunnar, are you below your half of your hit points?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I have 11 hit points out of like 40 some.
No,
I'm at
11 left,
13.
poor thing.
Stop complaining.
So, I mean, if there's anyone else that's below their half points, they also get this benefit, but you'll get a D6 plus 3 hit points.
Below half, you said?
Yeah, if you're below half of your max hit points, you get a
Hell
D.
yeah.
Roll it.
Wow, a lot of you guys
So long
are
as
hurting.
you're within 30 feet of me.
I think you get to
Am
roll it.
I? What was the roll again? Sorry, 1D.
1d6 plus 3.
Sweet. And doesn't roll it for us?
I'm not taking Frankie's roll. Nope.
Yeah,
nope, we're
roll
rolling
yourself.
individually now. I'm not taking that 4.
That's a wizard roll.
Exclamation
Is
R.
it one value for all of us?
Not anymore, it's not.
I want to trade with
We
Iron.
decided everyone roll
Nope.
for themselves.
He doesn't even need all that healing.
Sure do.
Yeah, but I think that's my turn because I said I wanted to react to the orb because I went, or the
Wait.
cube.
Can I do it again if I'm still below half, or is it like a one-time thing?
Peter
Or
Post.
unless, can I like try to throw a rope into Rocket? Does she seem mobile? Like she could react to something?
Yep, she can move.
Okay. Can I throw a rope in and see if she'll grab it and try to pull her out?
Absolutely.
Okay. What do I gotta roll?
You're gonna have. I'm gonna assume that you can throw the rope in successfully, even though that could be challenged. I will get you to do a opposed strength check.
You Rocket, I'm sorry you're in this cube forever. You can have my rope.
Just narrowly, the rope starts to disintegrate, and as you go to pull, the tip of the rope kind of just falls apart.
Okay. Those are, I think, more than my actions. Although the healing was a bonus.
Perfect. Minos.
Okay. Minos sees Gunnar. Well, at least Gunnar got healed a little bit. That's good. But Rocket is in there, and we gotta save her. So this thing has other creatures / debris inside of it.
Correct.
Is there perhaps like a dagger, a sword, a metal piece of armor?
There is the remnants of a hand, like an arm. So there's literally like from here up, the hand has a glove on it and is holding a dagger.
Ooh, okay, nice. So, Minos is gonna cast Heat Metal on that dagger.
Ooh, that's cool.
You cause the object to
Yeah,
glow
that's
red
smart.
hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause this damage again. The creature, if the creature is holding it, it can make a Constitution saving throw to drop it if it can. But if it cannot, then it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks while
Excellent.
this thing is burning inside of it.
All right, so you roll damage?
I'll roll 2d8 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
7 fire damage.
Nice.
So you see this start to glow red inside, and you almost see bubbling happen from within. Like things start to happen. The edges of the cube start to ripple in a very uncomfortable looking way. And
you let go of Rocket.
You seem pretty content. You think that if it had been able to scream, it might have been screaming. But it's not.
I don't
Still
think
eerily
that.
silent.
I don't make that association, I feel.
Fair. That's okay. Ironjaw, go.
Are any of my allies actually adjacent to this thing and trying to fight it?
That's a good question. You think you can see that?
Is Gunnar up and about?
I thought Peter was right next to it, trying to get Rocket out.
Peter's next to it, trying to get Rocket out. Minos is is nearby, but not right beside. So you get flanking.
Perfect. So while they're distracting the ooze, I'm going to sneak up on it and stab it in its weak points. Its back.
Which is
another kind of gelatinous
It sure does in 5th edition.
What?
It certainly shouldn't, but it's going to.
So I'm gonna sneak attack on this weak point of the Jello now that its back is
back in my day.
Okay, so you kind of slice through, and just like when Gunnar ripped through, it parts really nicely, and then it slowly just kind of slides back together, but not completely.
Yeah. So if I can dig my way towards something interesting, that like if I can see something cool to kind of try to slice out, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay, cool.
There's a burning dagger.
Don't
that
touch that.
Pretty cool.
Don't touch that.
I might leave that one in there.
All right.
It seems like it's doing something.
Oh shit! What we got next?
That's it. That's good for me.
I'm slowing shit down. Rocket, you are currently engulfed.
10 acid damage, Rocket.
Acid damage going in.
I was gonna ask if I could cast Thunderwave, because Thunderwave goes in like a 15-foot cube out for me.
Okay.
As a way to kind of like clear the goo to get out.
I will say yes, but you'll have to move, and the cube won't move away, but you will, if you're successful.
What does that mean?
So I have to do a saving throw, I believe.
I'll
Con
cast it.
save. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so the cube would have to make a con save, basically to keep holding you in.
Right.
This
want me
thing's
to do
got a
this to tap
real
it?
bad case of indigestion.
Exactly. What is your spell save?
Ooh, DC 14.
14.
DC 14. So it takes
Wow.
damage. What is it? Half damage. So it
Um,
takes 3.
On a successful
you are
save,
not-
yeah, it takes half damage. Yeah.
You are not liberated.
that's no fun.
Um,
That's pretty much all I can do, I guess.
yes, sir. You will take acid damage if you're still in there on at the start of the monster's turn. Gunnar, you are up.
Gunnar will get to his feet, filled with rage, and recklessly swing his magic great axe to cleave the ooze in twain.
Ooh.
Twain. Swing,
Twain!
This is clearly not Gunnar speaking.
rage up and swing away.
In twain!
Thank goodness for that advantage. So 18 slashing damage.
That's great.
Awesome.
Solid
That's pretty
and
good.
magic damage.
This thing is looking as inert as it always has been. But you know as you're cutting through there that you're making your mark. For sure.
I know I am making my mark. You cannot fool Gunnar.
Oliver,
Shoot it with more lightning.
fire away, lighting that bitch.
Well, this would be the first time you're actually shooting it. Before you were shooting at it.
If it hits Gunnar by mistake, I'm okay with that too.
Nice!
There you go.
All right, roll me some damage.
I will.
We're gonna save you, Rocket. Just hang on.
Oh,
Your breath.
fuck!
Hey.
Nice. I'll do it.
Zap, zap.
You, between the cut that Gunnar had and that, the very the corner tip of gelatin or ooze basically slides off and splats on the ground beside you.
Gross, but awesome.
Oh, that's so smart.
Do you want to move or do anything else?
I'm gonna stay there.
All right, the cube is here. So Rocket, you take 10 acid damage,
10?
Yep.
That's what I took.
and it will attempt to engulf whoever is nearby.
So if it's a surface area thing, she is smaller.
So it will attempt to. Peter, you're nearby, right?
I am.
Yep, coming for you.
No touchy.
Holy shit.
Shit, fuck.
It releases out this little arm and then tries to engulf you. It takes you right off your feet, and you take 9 acid damage.
Oh, it has disadvantage on ability
Oh,
checks
you're right.
because of my
Thank you.
burning dagger inside of it.
Yeah.
Did not matter.
It's real. It's
Does
real
not
keen.
care if you're
It's
disadvantaged.
real keen. Real keen to get you in there.
So this isn't an attack. This is not an attack on AC, correct?
This is not. No, this is a
Not,
strength
okay.
check of the creature to pull them in, and there's a
Cool.
save.
Cool.
The monster has a save. That is it. Peter, you are now engulfed.
I love because you're making the
You
rolls.
can
It
still
looks
attack.
like Beatrice is doing all of this.
I know, it's certainly off.
Beatrice, stop it!
What are you doing?
Apologies if this is repetition, but my options are pretty much to strength check to get out, or
You can still attack from within.
okay.
Ooh,
It's
attack
almost
from
like
within.
it's kind of like you're restrained for all intents and purposes.
I mean, I had my battle axe out. Let's just try to kind of spin in this ooze.
Swing.
Spin.
Spin attack. I actually don't remember what the command is. It's attack? Exclamation point
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah.
Yep. And then your weapon.
And then
whatever you're
space,
using.
whatever, you're using.
Yeah.
Attack or
Great
ATK?
axe or whatever.
I think that's 2 words. It is not.
Is it ATK or attack? Or both?
I think
I
they
just
both
do
work,
attack,
yeah.
but I don't know.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you spin through it. You kind of get enough of a swing off that you can almost feel air outside, and then quickly the gel kind of grabs your hand and pulls it back in. But you know you've done some damage to it.
Cool.
This jelly is starting to look like more of it is on the ground than remains in the cube.
I'm then going to be super proud and excited and be like, I did it! Good job, me! And then, but I get muffled in the jelly, and that is going to evoke some radiant damage. So 2d8.
Smite that.
Ooh, smiting.
Oh. That's 2d8.
You have that your one hand that got engulfed is now free, but the rest of you is still engulfed. And it didn't like that, but we're on to Minos.
Ooh, you will let go of Rocket and everyone else that's in there now. So the first thing I'm going to do is my bonus action. I'm going to sustain the spell, which does 2d8 fire damage because of heat metal.
Absolutely, swing
So
away.
it takes 8 more fire damage. So that's a bonus
Right on.
action.
Yes, sir.
My main action would like to be to try to pull Rocket out if I can.
Sure. You make a strength check, please.
Okay, so this will be at -1 because of
Correct.
being exhausted. Oh, bro, I'm
You're
so
real
tired.
cold. You're really tired.
Yeah, I'm cold.
Oh, you're so weak. Ironjaw, go.
Alright, I think I'm going to keep carving away at this thing. And because I am not moving this turn, I can really line up a big slash and get advantage on my attack. So, sneak attack again!
That's definitely going to hit.
Yeah.
And as you kind of cut, you cut right down the middle between where Peter Post and Rocket are. Slice right down the middle with what's left, and the jelly basically splits right down the middle and splats in a big puddle of ooze at the side. And we are out of initiative.
Woohoo!
Nice.
You're free!
You have crushed the ooze. Ooze lose. Other random line from Power Rangers, the original movie.
Oh my god, is everyone okay?
No.
Okay, maybe we should take
you,
a rest.
You look alright. I don't know. I guess we could camp out and start a fire. But
Please,
if
can we
we'll
rest?
get cold here if we just sit around for an hour.
Why don't I paint a bit more of a picture here? Because you're now, the two of you find yourself sitting in, no, just in this giant puddle of ooze.
Oh.
I would argue that Rocket probably has this hand literally fallen. It's in her lap, and it's literally decaying flesh holding a dagger, bone sticking out the end, wearing like a little glove, and just a really like a dagger hanging on.
A really hot dagger.
It's a really hot dagger.
Oh,
So
I'll
it's like
drop
hot
that
potato,
spell. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
and everything else is quiet around you.
I'll just say, thanks for the hand, guys. Thanks for the hand.
Some of us had to free ourselves. It must
So
be
I
nice to be
could-
favorite.
Some of us could last longer than one turn in there.
Is
Is there anything cool out of the other stuff that came out of the use? The non-bickering bits that fell out?
Just do an investigation for me.
15.
All right. So you see there's small pieces of what looks almost like crude armor, so leather armor that is so eroded beyond repair. All sorts of cloth that is literally in shambles. The one thing that jumps out at you is not the dagger, but the glove that Rocket just kind of threw away off his hand. The material from the glove is untouched. It's
Suspicious.
everything else is being eaten away. The material of the glove is a-okay.
Cool. Is this magic?
You can roll an Arcana check.
Do you have identify?
I don't. But we might be waiting around for a little while.
You do sense that this is probably something magical.
If you got 10 minutes, I can figure it out.
I bet we can figure it out within that 10 minutes.
For
we can give it
flavor,
enough time. We'll figure it out.
for flavor, if you guys did want to take some sort of a rest per se, you could cast that within the time of the
Short rest.
within the time of short rest. Thank you.
Sure, I will forego my rest, which I need to identify this thing.
I think the idea is you don't need to forgo the rest.
Yeah, it's only 10 minutes.
No, you don't need it.
Oh wait,
So
I
we're
can
all
do both?
short resting. So everyone who can, you spend your hit die to heal. Somebody needs to spend
I'm gonna crack open one of my jars of oil so that we have a fire going for this rest.
Oh,
Perfect.
Because I feel like we should try to stay warm.
Yeah, I'll put down our.
we should have all our stuff, right? So
So I can roll my hit dice now.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna do the same.
I don't think I can, but I'm not entirely sure how to check to see if you can expend a hit die.
If you
Oh,
haven't
shit.
expended any today, then you have four
Four.
to spend.
Oh, does everybody have them?
Yep.
If you
Oh.
You get one every level.
in the D&D Beyond, click the short rest button, and that'll show you your stats for the
Okay.
Yeah.
Does I don't know if you guys know this, but in mine it also says recover. Is that like where I can reset my maximum HP during this rest for a short rest?
I don't think.
No, I
That's
think
not it, right? Okay, I didn't know that was
Yeah,
like
you
auto thing.
haven't had any maximum HP changes. So.
Yeah, that's when someone reduces your max total through weird
Okay.
witchcraft.
witchcraft.
And
also-
okay,
You
so
know,
you're-
like real
oh, sorry.
wizards can do and stuff.
Just one more on the rule of the hit die is after you spend it, you're allowed to spend another one, and then you can spend another one up until you're kind of good. So you
So
don't have
on
to
and
spend
so
them all
forth.
at the same time, just in case you overheal, I guess.
overspend, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I see. Okay. And you have a max of 4 until your next long rest? Is that the...
That's right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have one per character level. Per
Per
day.
And
Long
if you
rest, yes.
if you multi-class, then you'd have however many classes. So if you did 3 and 1, you'd have 3 at that class level, and then 1 at whatever other level you took.
Oh my god! Brutal.
I'm also going to use
can do
Arcane
it, good eye.
Recovery to get one of my
Oh,
spells
yeah,
back.
I get recovery too.
Excellent.
I get one of my level 2s
Ah.
back.
I already
Me
had all of my
too.
spells.
14.
While everyone's doing that, Frankie, you're kind of taking a look at this glove after about 5 to 10
Magically.
after about 5 to 10 minutes. You're getting some enchantment and some transmutation off of it.
Oh, I'm not detecting magic. I'm identifying.
Ooh, we have identified him.
Yes.
Nice.
What does identify?
I'm pulling up the details because I don't know how it's changed.
Oh, I'll just
So,
spell
Here we go.
identify.
I think it
you
still
choose
does what
one
you want it to.
object that you must touch throughout the casting, so I'm touching it. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. Oh, I can touch people? Ugh.
That's outside of the spell, but
So,
Okay.
man, that's the components suck if we were tracking those. I don't care to track components, so
Oh, I don't mind losing the 100.
it's all good.
oof.
The glove is enchanted with the cantrip Shape Water. There are no charges, and it appears that you do not need to attune to it.
Ooh.
So is it,
And it
do I
shaped
know-
frozen water?
Shape Water, for this, you can instantly move or otherwise change the flow of water as you direct up to 5 feet. It doesn't have force to cause damage. You can form water into the shape of simple shapes and animate at your direction for 1 hour. You can change the color or opacity, or you can freeze or unfreeze the water, provided there are no creatures within. You can cast a spell.
Unfreeze.
You can spell the cast multiple times. You can cast the spell multiple times. You can have no more than 2 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time, and you can dismiss things as an action.
I was just about to say that this is a glove of water bending.
Exactly.
I'll be right.
When you said there's no charges, that means it has no charges left, or it does not use charges?
It does not use charges.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I'm going to relay this information like the know-it-all that I am.
So essentially, whoever is wearing the glove will gain the cantrip Shape Water.
Ooh.
All right. I mean, I found it. I'll take it. Yoink.
Wow.
Is everyone feeling healthy, feeling better? Is anyone
Mhm.
still feeling a little damaged emotionally, physically?
I'm a little
Spiritually,
physically
sexually.
damaged,
I still feel
but
the
not
cold
emotionally,
in
and
my
I would never
bones.
admit that. Only down 5 hit points, though, out of 45, so...
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm max, but I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Can we try to get out of here now?
That does seem like a good plan.
You continue down this little hallway, and you find that it just ends.
Oh.
This is a blind-ended hallway. Or tube, I guess.
We can shape the water.
A little bit of it.
Shape
Like 5
wow.
5 feet.
But you can use it multiple times?
You can do that.
Right, but
If
it's
you'd
like I assume. Okay, so if I try to use it to dig through the wall, like how fast does it actually melt ice?
It's fairly slow, but you can move up to 5. I think it's a 5-foot cube of water
Yeah, 5 foot
at a
cube.
time.
Mm-hmm.
For
We
6
can also
seconds.
try burning, if that's... I don't know.
Do we,
Can you make
do we
sustained
have an
fire?
idea of which way is out?
No,
I
you have no way.
No clue.
We don't.
Do I have a compass?
Does
Wait,
Druid,
that
does
won't help us.
Druidcraft does Druidcraft give you directions? I forget which one does that. I feel like there's some cantrip
Perhaps.
that does
Would
that.
you like a flower? Or golden
If we got 10
orb?
minutes, I can detect magic, and we can go towards if I detect anything.
You
Yeah.
can grow a tree, and whatever moss is on the north side, we know which way to go.
Oh my god.
Just wait a while for it to grow some moss. There was another path, right? There was like a big cavern where we came in that we haven't looked at.
Yep.
Okay. Well, while we're
This is
down here,
a lot of stuff inside this ice block. I'm surprised the giants didn't know about this.
As you
maybe it
guys-
opened up recently.
As you approach the edge of the kind of the cliff that you were originally dangling on, everyone's vision goes a little bit hazy and eventually blacks. And you see kind of a fuzzy memory push through, and you see this woman walking briskly through a series of caverns, ice tubes. She's not shivering. She doesn't even look like she's bundled up in many clothes, or much more than you'd expect her to if she was walking where you're all from. And she just looks like she's looking for something. And then your vision returns.
Oh my goodness. I just saw someone walking around here somewhere.
Is that the Ice Queen from
It
however
would-
many hundreds of years ago?
It would make sense. But you don't know.
Like, did we get an idea of what direction she was walking, or did we just kind of see glimpses of her just walking with ice?
You just got glimpses of her walking through. That's all.
She was searching. So it doesn't look like she necessarily found what she was looking for.
Well, we don't know that. That could have just been the start of her journey.
True, but it might mean there's something that we need to find for her.
Or stop her from finding?
Wait.
Hello! Minos will call down the pit.
Minos, do you still have your little campfire there?
Yep.
My
My ball of fire. I assume
little
if
ball
I
of
were
fire.
moving around, I would have my ball of fire. Yeah.
Okay. And Oliver, do you still have light on
Yeah.
your? You still have light on anything? So perfect.
Yeah.
You can see that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's a pit, right? I have a quick question. Is there like pieces of ice just lying around?
Yep, sure.
I was gonna pick one up, cast light on it, and then drop it down the hole.
Great. So one of the blocks of ice that clubbed you on the head You pick up and you
I can
cast
use
light on it.
this.
You're
Does it
welcome.
have brain matter on it? Because that
I'm
would
gonna
explain a lot.
It's
I'm
very
gonna
like
spit on it before I send it down.
very
Oh my
like
God.
an apple just hit me on the head. Oh wait, I understand gravity now. Fuck you, and then threw it down. So you see the ice shard basically bounced on the bottom of this cavern, very flat, snow covered, and that is about all you see.
I don't see anything living down there.
Not much else there.
And nothing answered my call.
Nothing answered your call. You just got an echo back.
I recommend we send Ironjaw down there.
I mean, we can. I have my climbing kit and some pitons.
Exactly.
Well, I know that you just called, but I want to try the name specifically. Rhea, Huxley, the people we're supposed to be protecting. Are you safe?
Are you guys okay? You get no answer back.
Okay.
Wait, how far down was it?
Probably about 30, 40 feet. I'd say you're
Okay.
able to descend. It's not even a sheer drop. It's just another aggressive slide. So probably the slope's more like this.
Ooh, a
Oh.
slide.
I can
So
make
you
you
can
invisible if you want. If you feel the
I
need.
don't think so. I think what
Okay.
what I might do is use my shape water cantrip to just make some handholds on the way down.
Oh, nice.
Lovely.
Make him invisible so if he falls and gets knocked unconscious, we have no hope of
We'll
recovery.
never find him.
I
Yeah.
love
Ever.
that idea.
Absolutely. I'd say you're able to make it down just fine.
Okay.
So you're standing at the start of this flat, open cavern.
Okay. I will grab this rock that has light conveniently cast on it and look around.
Perfect. So you're just kind of wandering through?
Yeah, see if there's anything down here.
Perfect. So walking straight forward, how far are you going to walk?
Until I can't see anyone up at the top of the cliff.
Did everyone go down with him, or just you?
No,
If
we
it's
just
easy
let
enough
him
for us
go.
to go down, I will. If it looks precarious, I won't even try.
I feel like he said he made handholds, but they could be big enough that you could easily dig your heel in
Okay.
and just walk down.
Okay, cool. I'll go down with him then.
Right.
Perfect. You just walk straight. After a little bit, I'm going to get you to make a perception check for me.
All of us?
Nope. Actually,
Just-
all of you can. All of you can.
So some of us stayed
Well,
up
I'm
at
happy
the
with
top.
Iron Jaw's perception.
If any of you are at the bottom, you can make a perception check. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So feel free to. Ironjaw, you feel as you're walking out a little bit, you're kind of making these footprints in the snow. It's very thin snow, so it's not a thick layer, but you feel a little instability in your foot. You hear a really gentle, deep crack. I need you to make a dex save.
Kind of your thing. You got this.
Not quite.
The ice gives way under your foot, and you fall into the water.
Ah.
Oh no. Can you Iron Jaw,
Water can't hurt metal.
just bend it off of you?
Splash. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can make a current to push me back up, right? And just
Yes. Actually, you should be able to. Literally, like, water jet yourself out.
Yep.
Full Avatar style, you pop yourself back up. You are very cold, though, and
Yes.
I need you to make a con save for me.
I like run over with a towel. Ooh,
Hey,
nice.
You're able to shake off most of your body repels water pretty well.
Yep.
So you seem to be pretty good. You now stand. You're basically on like a 20-foot straight line ahead of you, and now there's a giant hole in the floor, which you now discovered is ice.
Okay. Well, we found a lot more water.
Hmm.
Other than that, it's pretty safe down here. There's no signs of anything else though? No artifacts lying around? No anything else in particular?
Nope. Nothing crazy or fun.
I'm just gonna huck this ice or light covered rock like straight as far as I can throw it.
Perfect. It gets pretty much halfway through the cavern.
and smacks a Yeti in the face.
At any point that we were down here, did we notice any other signs of life? Either having kind of like traversed, gone by, like we saw footsteps, or like dead things in the walls or whatever?
No. It is remarkably inert. There's like nothing. It's really boring.
Well, I don't want to be stuck down here forever. I don't know which way to go.
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like it's getting us much of anywhere. We came from the other direction, right? Since this is the ledge I almost skidded off.
You do see that on the other side of this, there is another pathway out.
There you go. Okay, that's what I was hoping for.
You can see it from down here. You couldn't really see it before. It looked almost like the edges of the cave just kind of bumped around, but you can actually see there's a small tunnel carrying on.
Is there like water like between us and it then?
I would say that Iron Jaw kind of fell in and then came back. About 50 feet straight ahead is the tunnel.
Okay. Does it look like we could go around and there'd be thicker ice off to the side or something like that?
You could make either a nature check or a investigation check.
Ooh, okay. Minos, come check this out.
Oh, yeah. I've had experiences with thin ice before.
Yeah. My eyes have iced over a little bit. Give me a second.
Not so much about ice in ice, though. I'm not really sure.
I mean, all you see is a kind of slippery surface with a thin amount of snow on it. That's all.
Okay. I guess we'll yell back to everyone. Like the wall is safe, but there's a thin layer of ice over some water down here, and it looks like there might be somewhere else we could go.
Yeah, there's another path
I'll
this
follow.
way.
I'll follow down. I'll scamper.
Can anyone make something that'll like hover? Can we just get across this?
You got 10 minutes? Because I can do it.
It might be
floating disc.
It might be safer. I can't tell where the ice is safe and where it isn't.
This is Frankie's like tagline. If you've got 10 minutes.
Well, we have all the time
for so many
now.
things in this game and in real life.
These are all spells I never use often. Well, maybe not detect magic, but so I can only cast them as a ritual because I did not prepare them. But yeah, if we got 10 minutes, I got Tensor's floating disc.
But we have a Tensor's floating disc from Matt's campaign.
What?
Didn't you give us one?
Do you mean the scroll?
Oh, that's how you got it. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I transcribed it.
I'd say, yeah, you're able to sit there for about 10 minutes. Describe what this looks like. Like, what is
the
your
process or the disc?
The disc. I don't have time. I don't have time for the process. I want to know what the disc looks like.
You know what? This is a circular horizontal plane of force, 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, that floats 3 feet above the ground in an unoccupied space of my choice.
He really didn't flavor that at all.
It's
so generic.
It pulses with light because I say so.
All right. Oh yeah, it's pulsing. Excellent.
It's like very futuristic. It's like wah 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 wah.
Can everybody fit on board?
Nope.
And we do like one at a time, right? Like that riddle.
We can hold up to 500 pounds. We could send some small people together, and then Minos is alone and Grunar is alone.
I don't even know if Grunar can go at all.
Oh,
500 pounds. Oh my gosh.
He's been hitting the gym.
Jesus. So yeah, so I can do this in like groups.
Perfect. So you can very easily able to get everyone and navigate everyone across.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it on once we get over there.
Perfect. So you continue through.
Actually, I don't even have to concentrate. It just is. Sorry, go on.
It's a good thing you do, because as you continue through this little tunnel, there's you travel on, and it's quite an arduous journey for you, especially not being the most athletic group. But given that you're able to just hover, while the more physical beings are able to climb and jump and push, you kind of go across crevices that are like 50 feet wide. You're climbing up and down these vertical channels.
I'm not climbing anything. I'm floating.
Exactly. You bet. and basically you are going up this tube, and as you kind of plant that last piton in, everyone's vision starts to go as well.
Uh-oh.
And it's the same. You see the same woman, just in a slightly different garb, bending down in the middle of an icy cavern in front of this pillar of light. And the camera kind of pans up to her face, and you see her eyes open as if she's listening to something that you can't hear.
What was the camera focused on before her face?
She was bending down in front of
like, you know, at the awards ceremony when they're checking like the whole gown.
Exactly.
Mhm.
They're checking everything. And she reaches out towards this pillar of light, and brightness completely engulfs completely engulfs the screen as rippling waves of energy start erupting away from her, and then your vision returns.
Can I try, from based on what I just saw, either an Arcana or a Religion check, whatever is more appropriate?
Make a Religion check for sure.
Okay. Oh. What do I know?
You discover that everything is a fake reality.
You discovered that I wasn't even here. Sorry, I totally messed up the labels for you, Jamie. I hit the wrong button.
Aha.
Wait, maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Okay.
Can I do this?
Sorry
and
about
this?
that.
Hey, we're back. Nice.
I hit the wrong button. Clearly. Yeah. So you're able to piece together. You're aware that this is. Shut up.
Wow.
You're able to piece that this is the Ice Queen, and you're recognizing this as some sort of a ritual to claim to either pay respects or gain some sort of power. And that outflowing of energy is very much a holy power that's being spread out. You recognize this as the Ice Queen, and you're assuming that this is the greater power, or potentially some sort of deity that is that resides within the glacier.
I imagine that this is what helped expand it.
You bet.
I was more saying that to the others, but yeah.
Whatever they said its name was. The demigod, Ilechu?
Ilechu, yeah.
Gesundheit.
Ilechu?
U-L-U-T-I-U. There's a lot of use.
Do we need to find
enough about you, let's talk about me.
Do we need to find this pillar of light as well?
The pillar of light you haven't seen before.
No.
It seems divine in nature.
It does seem divine in nature. In fact, as you continue up this, everyone kind of gets landed on the top of this wall, and you come into the next. The tube goes on for probably a good couple hours, and then opens up to this huge cavern. And the first thing that catches your eye is this beam of light that's penetrating to the top of to the bubble.
This is where it was.
Following it down, you see this almost, it looks like it's made out of icicles, but these turrets that are erupting off of this large building. There's a huge archway in the front, very jagged looking sharp points that are erupting all over the building randomly. And it looks like you have found a large ice castle within the glacier.
Ooh.
This is magical.
Would you like 10 minutes to determine that this is magical?
Oh, I just meant emotionally, but I can do this in 10 minutes.
You still need 10 minutes for that too.
Do you think that's where we have to go?
Well, someone in here might know how to get out.
There's a beam of light. It's on a castle.
The beam of light is coming almost as it's coming from within the castle and
Like
basically
through the
like a
center
spotlight going up.
to the top. Yeah.
Yep.
In relation to where we're standing, are we like at the door of the castle or?
Yeah. So you guys kind of you're pushing the disc. I'm literally picturing someone has like given Minos a pair of ropes. Everyone else is kind of on it, and this looks like Santa in a sleigh going towards this ice castle. So
I'm
it is
okay with
basically
that.
Sven and this is like Sven. What is it? Sven, Kristoff, and Olaf going towards Elsa's castle.
Yeah, this is a very Frozen adventure.
According to my research, the Ice Queen might live there.
Oh, what research?
That seems like a good guess.
You remember that the Ice Queen hasn't been seen for years.
Sorry, let me correct myself. Lived there.
Maybe she left a forwarding address.
That's a valid question. Let's find out.
It's a very valid question.
Make
So
sure you
you
put
walk-
this castle in your proposal, Peter.
Yeah, I wish I had waited to submit it. I'll have to readjust that.
As you're walking up, you see that there's in fact no house number.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Unlike most
Biggest
castles,
shock! This whole adventure, the castle does not have a house number on it.
But conveniently, there's kind of this right to the right of the door. There's almost a flat spot where there's no icicles jabbing out of. Where if you were really careful, you could either burn or carve a postal address in.
I need to establish the system first, but we'll get there. We'll do that for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what number this is yet.
I'm just laying the land out. It's an option.
Is there a door knocker, like an ice knocker on the door?
Yes, there is.
Oh, okay.
And
I'd like to ring it,
conveniently, as you kind of go to lift it and press it down, as soon as the knocker hits the door, the ice melts instantly and basically goes to the ground and disappears.
Bloody construction.
I
Typical.
also like slowly turn around to the other. I didn't mean to do that.
I broke it.
This is the Countess's manor all over again.
You kind of.
I know.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, I was just making a joke. Go ahead.
So you walk
Just
in.
making
You
a
walk
joke.
inside. You walk inside, and you see basically a manor completely made of glass, but the glass is actually ice. Shocking no one.
French ice glass.
Glass. Oui.
That fancy ice.
No, it's all made of ice, not made of glass.
Well, at
And
least
you
no one
find
should be
yourself
throwing rocks at us anymore.
exactly. You find a hallway to your left, a hallway to your right, and you see a pair of staircases that kind of go upwards and around. What do you do?
We should probably go up.
Hello.
I like up.
Echoes.
Oh, there's another Minotaur here.
Let's go up. Gunnar, you go first. I'll follow you.
Let's go up, starting with you.
Gunnar goes up the stairs.
I will follow closely behind.
Yeah, me too.
Which
We'll get
crack
on.
under his impressive weight.
I'll get
You
on
see-
Miles' shoulder.
You see
Yay.
a giant. Yeah, you see a hallway to your left, a hallway to your right, and a giant set of doors that stand directly in front of you.
Every
There's
time
a
I'm
small
looking-
set of doors. I will go through these.
Every time I'm looking, I'm just like peeking around Gunnar. Just poking my head out.
No
being
spoilers.
afraid.
You wait.
Gunnar, you try to open the doors. The doors do not open. They do not budge.
I punch through.
Make an attack roll.
You make an attack roll.
Okay,
The
I
ice
can do that.
punches back.
Would you- Mister, I can't even heal the damage I've already got. Would you like me to roll an attack?
Ooh.
So you hit it, and your axe bounces off of the door.
Oh, it was my axe.
Oh, you punch. Sorry.
I just punched it.
You punch it, it hurts. Ow. No damage, but it hurts.
This is very tough looking door. We
You
may need to
notice
find another way in.
You notice a similar blue hue to the other thing you tried to attack, but were unsuccessful.
I noticed a similar blue hue to the other thing I tried to attack, but was not successful.
Their keyhole.
Oh,
Are there any windows at all?
There are no windows.
Perhaps we find key in one of these hallways.
Is there a keyhole in the door?
There is a keyhole.
Can you just use your water bending, put the water in, freeze it to the shape that we need
I
it?
love that idea.
That's gonna break all locks from now on.
I also have.
Yes,
like,
ruin the
regular
DM's
old
plans.
thieves'
I love
tools.
this.
You guys know I can pick locks, right?
No, water bend the key.
There might be a magic
Water
lock.
bend the key.
Water bend the key.
I have actual steel thieves' tools.
If there's an arcane lock, even if you have the key or a facsimile, would it open?
Usually not.
Probably not.
Yeah, right. You'd need like a disenchant or something.
Like
That being said, can I try to pick the lock?
You can certainly try.
All right.
As you go to insert the lock picks in, you are denied by an invisible force.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh.
lost Tim's cam.
Yeah.
We can keep playing.
things
Those
don't
are-
want to go in.
We sit
You're
here.
Unable to go in.
If you give me 10 minutes, I might be able to figure out if it's a magical lock or not.
Fuck right off. I could do that though.
I think you're able to deduce that this is in fact a magical lock.
Look, just because I can do it in less than 10 minutes doesn't mean I won't have the answer after 10 minutes.
You conduct electricity, right? I'm not above doing that.
I don't know. You'd have to hit him first. I like his chances.
I like the idea of looking around for the key. That seems good.
Okay, perfect. Where are you gonna go? You've got 2 upstairs hallways and 2 downstairs hallways.
Perfect. Let's split up and look for clues.
Yep.
Just
Gunnar
out
goes
of,
left.
out of character here. When you were in that pit where you first saw those blue hands, you actually were melting it with those special candles. Is that correct, Ironjaw?
No, I haven't used any of the special candles.
Oh,
I
okay.
set a big fire with a bunch of oil, and that wasn't melting the hands.
That was not okay. Okay, cool.
Okay, let's split up and
Gunnar
look for
goes left.
clues.
Want to go down one of the lower hallways, Miles?
Yeah, okay. We'll meet back at
Cool.
this door.
All right, why don't we start with Gunnar? Because you were just going. I imagine you would go to the nearest one.
Correct.
Very
Excellent
correct.
assumption.
You know what? I'm good at this game. I'm pretty good. Okay, where are we at here? You find yourself in a large room with a 4-post bed, lots of kind of flowy, translucent blue fabric draped over it. Very simple room with very lavish finishes, all kind of a similar bluish hue to them.
I appreciate this aesthetic.
Gunnar begins to tear apart the room looking for anything that might be a key.
And I
He
look
lists to the
horrified.
wanton and unnecessary destruction he causes.
And I look horrified while it happens.
You're with me?
Yeah, I was following you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Gunnar also doesn't realize anyone's with him. Because why would he?
I'm gonna poke out my head and be like, hi.
Make an attack roll? Are you
On
attacking or
Frankie
investigating?
or just...
All right. You like ruthlessly attack through this room. You're like cutting through where the pillows would be. You're like ripping apart this really delicate looking fabric. This meme is exactly what is going on here. The whole room is flipped upside down. You haven't found a key.
Waste of our time.
Who else is going together with who?
I'll take the other upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's saying the other upstairs. You find yourself in a room with a large number of books lining the walls. You seem to be in a library. There is a large fireplace. Where am I here? There's paintings on the walls. The artwork is very ice-themed, but mainly around wolves and polar bears and that sort of stuff.
Is the fireplace lit?
The fireplace is not lit.
Okay, that seems like a suspicious thing to have in an ice castle, and I'm gonna check it for secret door type things.
And
All right,
thermic fire.
make a investigation check, please.
Ah. Still defrosting the eyeballs. The little windshield wipers aren't working.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So there's nothing there in the fireplace. Fireplace is normal.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look around. We're still looking for a key.
Cool. So taking a look through like the bookcases and the picture frames and that kind of stuff.
What are these books? Are they like storybooks, atlases, history books?
You kind of take one down.
Catalog.
There's histories
And
of
posters.
various giant culture. There's
Freezing
You can
Water
see-
101.
yeah, not so much lame titles. There's actual real titles.
Oh yeah, come up with
I'll-
one. I pull one off a shelf.
It is Water Weirds and Why They're There.
Oh.
Alright.
Sounds pretty lame. Lame. Lame.
As you pull that book away, you see just a little glint in the wall behind it.
That seems interesting.
So you take a couple more books off, and you find the wall of a safe.
Oh.
That looks really interesting.
Ooh.
I could try to crack a safe.
Go for it.
Can I get the thieves' tools on this one?
You certainly can.
Speed.
I hope this takes you 10 minutes.
Bing.
Wow.
27.
You slide it
Jeez.
in, and it pops open.
Like if I
and
can't get
you find within a brilliant sapphire bracelet that is set in white gold atop a very reasonably sized stack of gold.
a reasonably sized sack.
There's about 300 gold in here.
I prefer an unreasonably sized sack of gold. Ludicrously sized, even.
A sapphire bracelet.
Oh fuck me! I actually did write down books and stuff. I was making shit up on the fly. Anyways,
That was pretty good on the fly.
Yeah, it was
You,
good.
uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that was a great title.
who else? What else are you doing? Who else has left to go here?
Miles and I are checking out one of the bottom hallways.
Excellent.
Wait, before we go, can I knock on the door of the sealed door that we found that is locked? I just want to knock on it and like listen and maybe call out and be like,
Hello, I'm Minos. Is anyone in there?
Make a perception check for me. Or actually, make an Arcana check for me.
You're so bad at robbing people.
Oh my god, so this is already at -1. This is going to be at another -1.
You hear nothing, unfortunately. All right, so you guys are carrying. Okay, bye. Okay, so you carry downstairs, and you come into this room that have very large windows of transparent ice through to the outside. And this room looks completely different than any of the other rooms that you've come through so far. You see areas where there's various tables set up around. You see mosses, but they don't look like mosses. They almost look like a glass shell or like an ice shell of what the mosses used to be.
Mm.
So they're like dull blues and whites. There's flowers, flowers with thorns that almost seem to be encrusted in this ice, perfectly preserved. And there's a little, almost like a little river kind of flowing through the center of this room, giving everything a dull glow. On the other end, there's what almost looks like a machine with a large glass dome. And that is everything in the room.
Ooh, a machine.
Yeah, I'll definitely want to go check out the machine.
Very convenient that you came to this room.
Hmm.
Okay, the machine. There is a kind of self-contained box with all of what you consider to be the inner workings of it. There is a large glass dome that's probably about 2 to 3 feet wide, 2 to 3 feet tall,
Mm.
and there is a big glowing red button.
Minos is interested.
Does it make him angry?
Can we hit that?
Yes, we can.
Can
Son of a bitch.
Can you?
It's beneath the dome, right?
No, so the dome is currently up. Underneath the dome is one of these flowers that is standing perfectly upright, frosted in place, and there's just the red button beside it.
Oh my goodness! I want to touch that button so bad.
I'll first try to like lift the dome up.
The dome's already up.
It's up, yeah.
Oh. So there's just like the glass flower, or frozen flower, just standing there.
Yep, standing there.
Ooh. Can I just like check it out a little bit before the chaos happens?
Absolutely.
I'm about to touch it, Rocket.
You can make an investigation check for sure.
Okay.
Oh my god, that gif! Holy shit!
I'm scared to look.
Touch the button.
Okay. But what the hell? I love the memes. Okay, this is awesome. So, you're looking kind of all over this desk. You're looking at the underside of the dome. You realize it's just a thin pane of what essentially is glass. You look at the fragile flower as you're about to pick it up. You notice that there's some thorns on it, so you avoid those. You kind of pick it up and move it out of the way. It just looks like a perfectly preserved flower. As you kind of throw it on the table beside, it clanks as though it is much more solid than a fragile piece of ice. And inside the drawers, you see a couple pens, papers, letter opener, and a key.
Oh.
So as I'm looking through this, I just kind of picture Mouse's like hoof kind of coming out of my left side of my vision, and I'll like swat it as I keep like checking out this drawer.
What is go around to the other side, just like very like nonchalantly.
I'll just like give a spray bottle of hey.
No,
it's already cold, so wet.
Cold. I'll back up if you pull that out.
All right. Do you wish to do anything?
I'll grab the key.
Okay, you have a key.
Fire in my eyes.
The key is translucent and glowing with a dull blue glow.
Perfect. I think this is the key.
Oh, you found it. Good job, Rocket.
I smack.
I'll jump on your shoulders.
You find yourself. You're standing in front of this dome with a glowing red button, and you now have a key. Congratulations.
I push the button.
Yeah.
You press the button, and the dome slowly comes down. There's a flash of blue light. What's inside the dome kind of gets cloudy. It clears, and then the dome rises up.
Oh. Is there anything in the dome now? Or...
There's nothing in the dome, and the button is now glowing red again.
What was it originally?
It was glowing red.
So it went down. Sorry, go ahead, Jen.
Was there anything in the dome?
Yes, there was a flower that Rocket had pulled away.
Okay.
Should we put the flower back in?
Yep.
Yeah, let's put the flower back in. I put it back in.
Okay. I hit the button.
And I stand behind Miles.
Okay.
I peer around their leg.
Okay.
That's literally my move, you thief.
There's an icy flower underneath the dome.
Okay. Yeah, it's boring now.
We'll go back upstairs.
Yeah, we found a key and a button. We did really good. I think we did really good, Rocket.
Alright, let's go. I'll jump on your shoulder.
Okay.
Did you guys push the button again with the flower in it?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
And nothing happened to it.
Oh
Okay.
no, sorry, I thought you just put it under there. I didn't hear anyone actually press it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I would like to push it again.
Cool. Dome goes down. Big, familiar, foggy cloud. The fog clears. The dome comes up, and the flower is standing there, maybe a little bit thicker, but roughly about the same look. Glowing with a dull blue glow, and the button is glowing red, just slightly duller than before.
Okay, let's go back now.
As we're like running up the stairs, we're like shouting, "We win! We win! We found the key!"
Perfect. You guys get up to the top. Has anyone not explored a room?
The other side of the lower place.
The other lower place. Perfect. So you hop into this room. This room, as you go by this pair of giants cast in this dull blue glowing ice, and they're frozen as though sentry, in like a sentry pose. You walk through. There appears to be simple beds. There's about 2 of them, no posts. Very clean linens. There does not seem to be very much in here.
Didn't you even check on the key?
Pardon me?
I was a joke. Did I roll like an investigation check, or are we good to?
Absolutely. You can make an investigation check.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. So you find there's a very simple desk in this room, and in the top drawer, there you see some pencils, you see some pens, paper. Basically, it's a lovely stationery set, and in there is there's a pair of letter openers that are glowing this dull blue glow.
Ooh.
These are nice. What fancy parchment? What fancy letter openers?
There's also the pens are also glowing a slightly blue glow. But you think that these letter openers are large enough, they're giant sized, so they would be kind of a dagger size.
Sweet. Okay, I take the giant letter openers. And I go join the rest of the group. And while I walk past the frozen giants, I just glare at them.
Excellent. So the daggers, you could add twin icicles to your inventory. They're going to be a pair of essentially daggers that deal ice damage. So instead of dealing regular damage, they would deal magical and ice.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
All
right, everyone is at the door.
Gloves to wield them.
You find yourself in front of a door.
I put the key into the door lock.
Wait, are we all
Oh,
back?
hey,
Are
you
we
guys
all back?
found keys. Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Before we open the door, Minos would want to wait for everyone to come back.
I found a pile of gold.
Oh, yeah, nice, good.
I didn't find a key, but I found this letter opener.
Bing.
And this one
I
too.
found nothing
We
but
trashed-
disappointment.
He trashed a beautiful room.
We also found a button, and the button
A
did
big button.
Yeah, it did
Like
a thing.
for clothing?
No.
What? No.
No, not that at all. No, it's like a
I will-
dome, and then when you put stuff in and you push the button, and then the dome comes down and it like freezes what's inside and puts ice on it, and then like preserves it, I guess, and then like opens
Let us
it up
test it
again.
with Oliver.
It was pretty small. It was like 2 feet or 3 feet.
He is pretty small.
Oliver, I found a library. There's
From
a
the
lot to learn
description, you
about
feel
ice
like
magic.
you feel like you might be able to squeeze him in there.
Yeah, see?
Instigation.
We
How about
form
we-
him into a bowl.
How about we start with Rocket? She's the one who could fit in the best, probably.
No, we're
No,
not
they
putting
like
him-
rockets.
Let's put the key in
I'll
the
just
door.
I'll just stab behind Miles' leg. And put the key into the lock.
And in a similar fashion, the door melts away, disappears. You find yourself walking into a rather large ballroom. As you take your first step into this room, everyone's vision immediately goes black. It's almost like you're looking through like fogged up glass, like fogged up windows, as these blue flashes of humanoid shapes. There's music going on. and set right in the center of your field of vision is this large pillar of white light.
Oh.
There seems to be different sizes of figures spinning around. Everyone seems to be dressed up to the nines. And you can see very clearly next to the pillar of white light is that same woman sitting, kind of observing everything else going around it. As there's 4 pillars kind of in the center of the room, each with a basically a giant standing watching guard, frozen eternally, and then your vision returns very slowly. The exact same room stands before you. There's a large pillar of light across the way. There's 4 pillars in the center, each with a giant, basically a giant sculpture in this dull blue glowing ice, and the room appears to be empty.
Can we go to the center where the pillar of light used to be and look up?
The pillar is still there.
Oh.
Oh, okay. The light is still there.
The pillar has not drifted away. Everything else about this room has.
That was trippy.
As you take your first step into this room, it is noticeably colder.
Oh gosh, I'm so cold.
You guys got 10 minutes?
Oh my gosh.
I don't. It's 9:10. Go.
I'm going to detect magic for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I actually do have one thing I want to try out while you do that. I'm going to go downstairs to the bell jar and the button.
Yep.
I'm going to put one of my short swords under the jar and then press
Excellent.
the button.
The dome comes down. This cloud of stuff obscures vision inside. That goes away, and the glass lifts up, and your sword is encrusted in this dull blue glowing ice.
Oh.
And the button goes. The button does not light back up.
All right,
You're-
I'm waving the sword around.
We can always adjust this later, but this would be a +1 short sword for the sake of that.
Yes.
And we can decide later whether it deals additional cold damage or if that is just too ridiculous. So we'll leave it at that for now.
Yeah, I like it. That's my cold
Very
sword.
cool.
Excellent. You are detecting magic. You are getting enchantment, divination, conjuration, and transmutation.
Jesus fuck.
And it's all originating off of that large pillar of light. And then there is some transmutation and enchantment coming from the 4 pillars.
Okay, that is powerful magic, folks.
Went to work before by light. It's probably fine. I'm gonna walk toward the beam of light.
Cool. Walking right up to it?
Yeah, I'm walking right up to it. Light
Wait.
hasn't
Wait. Maybe we can throw something in it first.
Okay, I grab Oliver.
No, I also
Not
grab Oliver as
me.
soon as he says it in a more defensive grab.
Yeah.
As you guys are figuring this out,
We have to throw something in!
I can get ripped between the two of you.
nothing can keep up with the speed of a postman ready to meet the call,
Yeah.
deliver, and as you approach it, as you get to about 10 feet away, your vision goes dark, and you just hear the words, Lyraclia, you will guard my realm until a time suitable for my return. As your vision slowly starts to return, you see the same woman before you in long, flowy blue translucent fabric, pale blue skin, pale blue eyes, now staring at you.
Hello?
She, and then as you kind of reach out to her, she's lost from your vision, and you hear in your head, "What brings you to the Great Glacier?"
Honestly, it was an accident, but now that I see you don't have any postal service here, probably to set that up.
Excellent. Everyone else, you
A
just
noble
see
quest.
Your property tax bill hasn't made it to you in the last.
none of
I've
you.
been trying to reach you
We're
on your
trying
car
to reach you about your extended car
Yeah.
warranty.
All of you just see Peter walking boldly towards this pillar of light, and then freeze in his tracks.
Okay, not actually frozen in ice though.
No,
Okay.
just frozen in their tracks.
Oh, Peter.
I'm gonna start making a lasso of some sort. We'll try to pull Peter back out.
Are we talking or not?
Both of you see nothing. Like it just looks like he stopped.
Yeah. Like if it looks like Peter is just frozen and there's a very magical thing, I'm gonna try to not touch Peter and pull Peter out.
Okay. They will. The voice in your head is gonna go more along the lines of, "This is not knowledge. This is not power. Why would you be here?"
I don't know, it's my job. I'm an adventurer, and I'm just trying to help people that I encounter. Me and my friends. All 7 of us. All of them behind me.
There's 6 of us right now.
6 of us. One of them's missing.
One is on a
One's out
date.
hooring.
As soon as you say that, the grasp over you that kind of held you breaks. There is no further discussion in your mind. As are the others coming closer?
What? Oh, Peter,
what
are you
happened?
back?
Do I hear them?
You can hear them now. You're
Yeah.
essentially back to normal.
Wait, I just saw the lady. She just talked to me and asked why I was here, and she just vanished.
Oh. What did you
I-
say?
You've
like-
been
What did you-
ghosted. Get over it.
What did you tell her, Peter? Why were we here?
Oh, I told her that we were adventurers and we were trying to help people, and it was our job. But like, she didn't respond or anything. She just left and said, I guess that it wasn't for power, that it was a strange mission. Did I get that right, Evan? Is that what she said?
That's roughly. You got the sense that she was trying to feel out why you were here.
Did you tell
And
her
the
that
answer
this
you-
was for mail?
Well, yes.
Peter! Oh, we could have learned. Oh.
We could
I
have
mean,
learned.
you could try going in.
Yeah,
Maybe
why don't you
it's-
try,
maybe it'll still
Oliver?
work.
Oh, sure.
Minos
Now
will
Oliver
push-
wants to go in. When I
We'll
tried to
push
take him in, he says
Oliver
no.
a little bit closer to the light where Peter was standing.
Oh, God.
I push him totally in.
She might try. Oh, okay. I guess I'm pushed in.
Shove from behind.
Huh. You get nudged closer to. As soon as you hit that similar threshold, your body freezes. Not actually, just stops.
Yeah.
And similar. Your vision fades completely. You see a little bit more this time. You see the same woman. Reaching, her hands are now inside the pillar of light, and it's grasping something within it. And she turns. The vision turns to you, locks eyes with you, glowing kind of a brilliant white now, and says, "What brings you to the Great Glacier?"
What's
Maybe it's a
happening?
password.
What do you mean? What is happening?
We were drawn into here.
You're in the center of it all.
This glacier shook violently, and we were drawn in here.
Says, "Well, that is because my power no longer is being used within the Great Glacier."
What happened to you?
Like all beings, my time on this earth expired.
Oh, I see. Okay. So are you incorporeal?
Right now, she looks like she's just semi-translucent, but she looks to be standing right in front of you. No one else can see or hear what you're discussing.
No, I'm asking her. Are you incorporeal?
I'm like an echo, both here but not.
A memory stuck here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to make sure that the glacier lives on. What are you doing here?
I'm here to find out what's going on.
And just like that, your vision returns to normal. You see nothing else.
Ugh.
Oliver,
Impossible.
did you get the postal system set up? Is she willing?
I'm gonna shoot the dirtiest look to Peter. Like, really? She's not, you guys, she's not alive. This is some kind of spirit or remnant or some kind of imprint of a memory. I actually can't tell.
Okay, so let's leave. What does this have to do with our job? We were not hired to talk to a ghost.
I'm a little worried. She keeps asking why we're here, and I'm a little worried that saying the wrong thing might send her into a frenzy.
Well, then you don't do the talking. We'll send someone else.
Also, Gunnar, we don't really know how to get out of here. That's kind of why we're here.
I'll ask her how to get out of here. And Gunnar will march into the beam of light.
And I'm gonna march as far away back as possible.
Gunnar is stopped. Gunnar stopped a similar distance, about 10 feet. Similar visions as I described before. And she locks eyes with you, glowing this burning white. She says, You seek power.
Yes.
You are a worthy vessel.
Wow, I feel really rejected right
yes.
now.
Seriously, me too.
You are perceptive.
Do you wish for power?
Yes. Do I have to kill Oliver? I'm very open to that.
She continues to kind of stare, and the burning in her eyes grows more and more white. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Uh-oh.
Do you thirst for it? The ability to take that which should be yours?
Ooh.
I always take what is mine.
I can offer said power.
Good, I accept.
Gunnar's eyes glow a fiery white. And Gunnar, you are no longer in control of your own body.
Oh shit.
Everyone roll initiative.
Can she handle this much body?
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck. Oh, we can kill him.
Wait,
let's do it.
In it and
you have to end the previous one.
Yeah, I ended the previous one. Now you can begin the next one, Evan. Off.
Bing.
So in it, add I think I did that right. Cool.
What the? Iraclea.
Lyraclea. You can just call her Lyra. It's fine.
There's a cream for that.
Okay. So you are currently standing in front of basically a Gunnar with his slight blue aura to him. His eyes are glowing white, and he's turned around to face the group.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
So what did you say, Gunnar?
You hear this voice coming from it seems like it's coming from the walls. It's booming out. It says, "With this power, the glacier will rise again. We'll expand its borders. In Luxu's name, this will grow." And you can feel all the floor around you start to vibrate. Ironjaw, what do you do?
Right. That seems like the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing. So, I guess I'd try to stab Gunnar.
Yeah,
does anybody have any better ideas? Does anyone have any better ideas?
Let's do it. Let's zap him. Let's stab him.
We shouldn't hurt him. We have to help him.
Well, do you know how to get a ghost out of him?
Well,
I think if we knock him out, it'll help.
Okay, let's knock him out, maybe.
You can also always heal him after.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
no qualms with zapping him.
Okay.
Everything that you do to him, Oliver, I'm gonna tell him you did that.
I am totally okay with that.
Okay.
So, is everyone around Gunnar? Do we need to close in? What are we doing here?
You're probably within 30 feet of Gunnar. You can do whatever you would like.
All right, I would like to do an insight check contested by your deception check.
Gunnar. Oh, actually, no. This would probably be on her, not on. Actually, no. Gunnar.
Yo.
Embodying your body, so it is a contested against your deception.
Oh no! Gunnar has such great deception.
Check.
Check.
A check 2. A check 1, 2. All right. So I can sneak attack this Revenant in Gunnar's body for the next minute or so.
Go ahead.
Do that. And I'm going to use my new Icy Dagger and see what that does against Ice Revenants.
Oh.
So +1 to hit and damage on that. I don't think the 11 is going to
So
do it.
you're going to miss.
Yeah.
And that would be Lyraclia's turn.
Yeah.
Gunnar essentially is staring you down with these burning white eyes and says, "Your paltry attempts to damage me will not hold. You must do
Even
better
sounds
than
like
that."
Gunnar.
Wait
Yeah,
a minute.
but it's almost
Are
like
we sure this
it's
isn't
almost
Gunnar?
It's like Gunnar's voice, but you've got that secondary voice that they're blended. They're both saying the same thing.
Mhm.
And there is a blistering cold that blows from around him. Each creature in here needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do you know how to get out of here before we beat you to unconsciousness?
Oh, good. So everybody saves.
No, wait, there's one more.
Bubble up my fur!
Everybody saved? Is that what I heard?
So almost everybody saved. These gases and vapors whip through the little fireball. If you still had it, did you still have the little fireball going for light?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, that gets extinguished,
Oh,
and our dear short friend takes 5 cold damage, and everyone is blown back 5 feet. She is blown back 15 feet.
Love it.
Go off of my nose.
rocket!
That
Peter
scarf will
Close.
like catch the air.
Peter Close, you are up.
Okay, I know this is a long shot, but I'm gonna look at her, or I guess look at Gunnar, and through her eyes, I'm just gonna glare, and I'm trying to try to command her. I'm gonna say, I can only use one word, so I'm gonna say "be gone," and she has to do a DC. It's probably an intellect against my spell save, which is 13.
And this is a form of being charmed, right?
Spell command. Speak one word to creature you see.
So it's a Wisdom saving throw.
The spell has no effect if the target is undead. If it doesn't understand. It's actually not an enchantment, but it's not a charm.
It's not an actual
So
charm.
what
It's
is
not
your
the-
what is your command?
But just be gone.
That I think can you reword it in a different way?
You can only use one word, so that was kind of like the best vibe I was thinking of. But
Exorcise!
I don't think you're going to. I think your goal here is to kind of exercise and separate the two. If that's, am I correct?
Yeah, if it doesn't work, that's fine. But that's what I would have tried to do on my turn.
Okay. It's not going to work.
Okay.
There's too powerful a bond here.
Sure.
Yeah, don't try to come between me and my queen.
My new queen.
We're ride or die.
Yeah, of course. Do you want to do anything else on your turn?
don't know. Can I do anything to try it? It was a gust of wind that pushed us, right?
Yes.
No, I don't have any good ideas, so you'll have to move on to the next person, I'll think, in between.
All right, Rocket. As you're kind of getting blown by, you manage to get your footing, and you can go.
Oh,
It's your
Minos
turn.
is after Peter.
Oh, sorry, Minos. Yeah, that's right. I lied.
Okay. So stomping through this kind of like blast that's coming from Gunnar, Minos is going to go right up to his friend and give him a big hug. And I'm going to just say in his ear,
don't forget who you really are, Gunnar, okay?
And in that whisper or whatever, I'm going to cast the spell Resistance on Gunnar, which will give him an extra D4 on his next saving throw.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to say that goes towards Gunnar. That technically would go to the boards, both of them, but that's totally fine.
That's my turn.
Super awkward. Now we're off to Rocket or Rocher.
I'm going to, once my foot catches, I'm going to be pretty pissed off, so I'm just going to start building a giant. And that'll be my turn.
Excellent. You start building and pulling all these things together. I feel like you kind of just go into the zone. You completely forget what's going on around you. And hold on a minute. You don't even notice this, but everyone else does. Into the opening that you had all come through the door, you hear a large pair of footsteps, and you hear these large words being like, "This does exist. I thought it was only a rumor. I thought this was legend. I thought this was lost. And you found it, and you claim the power for yourself? Lyraclea, ice goddess, ruler of the great glacier." And everyone turns around to see the Jarl of the town.
Oh, hey, big guy.
Oh, big guy.
I, Araldir, am worthy of this blessing, not some warm-blooded half-Goliath.
Kneel before your god!
My people have grown in the glory of the glacier's radiance since the beginning. We long for the days of old. Together we can return it to its former glory. Time for the giants of Jakkum to take their rightful place in your stead.
Okay, but did you review my mail proposal?
Kill the blasphemer!
And that's a problem.
If you want the spirit, you could take it.
Gunnar, can you do a con save for me?
Never.
Actually, no. Go wisdom save for me.
No.
And you could add a D4.
Could you give me a bonus, Jamie?
After you see the roll, you can add a D4 if you want to.
Okay.
Maybe hold on to it.
You hear the voice inside your head saying, "This is a more worthy vessel for my purpose."
Oh shit!
Oh my god, are you breaking up with me?
And you see, everyone sees Gunnar's eyes. The brightness in it literally shoots out and into this half giant. Gunnar's eyes return to normal. Gunnar, you can add yourself to the initiative order.
I'm getting
I
my
expected
power
this
back.
to happen. That's why I fainted with my last attack. I didn't want to, injure Gunnar for the big fight.
Excellent. And Oliver, it's your turn. You now have a half giant standing, glowing this pale blue, eyes fiery white, holding a pair of giant battle axes.
Slay the infidel! Return my power!
I think. How close am I?
You're within about 15 feet.
Isn't this guy paying us?
I'm gonna back the fuck up, maybe 15 feet. And then I think, you guys, it's time for an item that we've had since the beginning. The Wand of Wonder.
Oh,
to see what happens.
What could go wrong?
He might turn blue.
Then he'll blend in.
I want to Can I put a 1d100 in this, or
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you should be able
Absolutely.
to. Here's
we
the
go.
table.
36,
36.
which means
An animal.
What?
Animal appears.
An animal appeared.
Roll another
Roll a
D100. Rhino.
Oh,
Rhino.
Roll a 1d4 for me.
Oh,
Don't I roll
1d4.
a-
Oh, actually, fine. Sorry, yeah, do the 1d100. I didn't read that part.
It's
a
gonna
rat.
be
It's a rat.
a fucking rat.
Typical.
Wow.
I'm going to say that it's not actually a rat. It's not a rat, but it is an Arctic hare
Oh
that,
god,
that
okay.
appears.
I'm gonna be like, ha 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 ha, and then a rat's gonna appear. A hare. Oh my god. Well, this backfired.
Carry on. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I moved and I cast the wand, so there's not much more I can do.
All right, Ironjaw.
All right. So there is a different large thing that's possessed, and I'm gonna try to apply the same technique.
Go for it.
All right.
I don't think you even come up to this thing's waist, do you?
Perfect. They won't see me coming.
How tall are you?
6 feet ish.
Okay, you come about at least halfway.
Yeah.
All right, you're able to.
Ooh, solid.
How?
So I'm coming in with the same ice short sword. I'm gonna try to dig into his calf.
Okay.
So you have +1 on all that then?
I do have +1 on that, but it's also an ice dagger or an ice sword, and we'll see what that does.
Yeah. So you're able to dig in. You see that the ice almost fizzles a little bit. You think you have done damage, but not as much as you think you have.
All right, they're resistant to the ice.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it for me.
Excellent. The Jarl looks down at you and says, "Insignificant flea," and then tries to swing at you with his giant great axe.
Nah.
Hmm.
Are you sure he doesn't wouldn't rather fight the hare?
I mean,
very distracting.
Jeez.
Maybe he's terrified of it. I don't know.
Spit.
Okay, let's do this. 1d20 plus.
Oof. Holy shit. Yeah, that hits.
We're gonna hit. You take.
What's your AC? Oh, never mind.
It's 17, but yeah.
I'm not in rage form yet.
Ah, yes. Oof. Ow.
So you take 11 damage as he swings.
A flesh wound!
And he comes down with the other one as well.
Oh.
Which you won't have the plus on that. So 13.
Hey, that one's a miss.
All right, and
Dodge out of the way of the offhand.
just narrowly dodges out of the way of the offhand. That's the end of his turn. So we are on to. Come on, Discord! Don't do this to me. Don't be a little bitch. Peter.
It's pinned, right? You can just click the pin.
It is
at the
pinned,
top.
yeah.
In the vision that we saw her lean down in the ice by the light beam, right? That's what we.
Yes.
Okay, I want to go there and investigate where she leaned down to.
Excellent. You go to the light beam, and without even rolling, you can see that inside the light beam, there is a necklace floating in the light.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to try to break into this ice with, I guess, just the axe is the best thing I have since someone took my pickaxe.
Okay.
No, I guess I didn't have time to give it back to you. We fell.
Yeah. I started taking it back, but I'm like, I have an axe, it's fine. So I attacked on the ice.
Are you attacking it, or are you just... There we go. You go to swing at it. I don't think you could possibly miss it at this point, but your blade stops like an inch short of contact. And you're unsuccessful in your attack.
Okay. so it's like being protected. Like I feel like I still want to hit it. It's just like I'm like I can't.
You feel like you're being forced back, as though there's some sort of barrier protecting this.
Okay, so it's a physical. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I do an invest? I think that's all
Yep.
my actions.
You can. I mean, investigating. You're already looking at it, so I'd say yeah. You can tell that there's. Wait, she's typing. Oh God, yeah.
Oh.
You can tell that there is you can actually see a little glimmer, almost like when there's heat rising over something, how it distorts the field of view. You can see that wraps around this pillar of light, and inside that necklace, you remember from one of the visions that happened earlier when you first approached the glacier. That necklace is what the old man was wearing when he was on his boat and everything started freezing around him. It's also what the Jarl and several other people, including the tied up half giant, had tattooed on them.
Oh, Jen, you were cut out for that whole thing there.
Okay. I said Oliver, but I do have an unidentified necklace.
I caught half of it again, but I think you said my name.
Yeah, she needs you to take 10 minutes.
We don't have 10 minutes!
I don't have 10 minutes, but I do have an unidentified necklace.
Nice.
I can't figure that out if someone covers me for 10 fucking minutes, though.
Kuno, you're up.
Infuriated at being stripped of his nascent godhood, Gunnar will recklessly attack this goddess thief.
Fuck him up.
We will try.
Conveniently, you had one rage left.
Yeah, right? Ooh.
14 on AC.
14 to hit. You are going to hit.
Nice.
Sweet.
And taking 10 magical damage. This, you kind of slash across this Jarl's chest. It doesn't, at first it almost feels like it doesn't penetrate enough, but the little glimmer from your axe, it flashes a little bit and you cut just deeply into his chest and cut across.
Give her back!
You have
She's mine!
You have dealt a good blow.
A mighty blow.
Minos, your turn.
That was almost as hard as he hit me.
I am working on it.
Okay,
Plus, I remember you attacked me earlier, so maybe don't try to.
I attacked at
Guilty.
you.
Oliver and Rocket, you two are the smartest. You guys can figure out how to get the necklace. We'll hold this guy back.
And so Minos is going to reach back into his pack where his what are they called? Reagent kind of pouch is, and pull out some brimstone, and is going to blow it in the direction of Gunnar and Ironjaw and the giant. And behind the giant, there's going to be an ignition kind of sound, and a big ball of flame is going to summon. And then Minos is going to ram that ball of flame into the giant's back. So I am casting Flaming Sphere.
Real magic! Finally!
Sphere. So the giant will
Shooting
need to
lightning,
give
not
me.
enough.
Will have to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Right. Roll 1d20.
Okay, so it's going to take
Dexter
half damage, and this is fire. Oops. Fire. Ooh, nice. So 6 fire damage.
Excellent. You see that as this ball goes by, he clearly dodges it, but his skin kind of bubbles and boils as though he took a more severe burn than you'd expect. And he kind of lets out a big growl in a super deep voice that I can't do.
So I'm gonna stand in between where I assume Oliver and Peter and Rocket are gonna go to investigate this Tower of Light. I'm gonna stand like right on the outside of them to kind of act as the wall in case the other guy kind of comes near, so defensively.
Perfect. Rocket, go.
Whereabouts is the necklace, sorry?
Necklace is on the other end. It's inside the Pillar of Light.
Okay, so Rocket's going to run over to it. Do you guys have any idea what I can do here to get this out?
I know what I can do.
What about
Right.
Winston? Is that his name? Winston?
Oh yeah, Winston. If you could fly in and grab it.
You can try.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that's a good idea. Yeah. So I'll get my like little mechanical bird out of my pouch and send Winston in to grab the necklace.
Okay.
2 dead birds. This campaign.
No. He's unable to penetrate the invisible barrier around the Pillar of Light. He can kind of communicate what he's feeling as he's approaching it, and it's literally he's describing as though there's like he's being repelled, he's being forced out.
Is it cold at all when he does that?
It is almost as though there's an absence of things. He's having a hard time putting this into words because he's never experienced this before in anything. It almost feels as though it's not of this world.
Okay.
And it's going to be incredibly difficult, near impossible to penetrate this.
Okay, well, it's going to be hard to penetrate this, guys. I'll use that as my action, but then as my bonus action, my Force Ballista will have finished being built for all this.
Yeah.
And it can move, so it's actually going to like move right beside Minos, who's like protecting us.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to fire a shot at the dude, man.
Excellent. Fire away.
Ooh. So it'll be a Dex save 14.
Okay.
And ignore the description. It is not fire.
9.
So it takes that 5 damage.
Takes 5 damage. All right. It does.
Oh, and sorry, it's also sorry, one second. It's also going to be pushed backwards 5 feet.
Right.
No.
It's pushed back.
Not be.
Yeah.
As
What are you doing to us?
he kind of looks at you and he's like, "You challenge the will of a would-be demigod?" And he kind of stares at you, raises his hand forward, and almost goes to like squish you. And this 20-foot radius erupts around the group of you, and this cylinder of blue light starts to basically fill up to about 40 feet, and everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
This is a lair action, technically.
Oh, lair action.
Fancy.
All right.
Hi.
I believe in this case a 14 and up saves.
Woo!
A 4 and up saves?
14.
Okay.
So
4
So-
and up.
Kunar, Minos, Rocket, all are going to take damage. Oh, come on. Sorry, just had
Not a
to
lot.
minimize something. But, not a lot. It's actually not comfortable. It's not a comfortable amount of damage.
22 ice damage.
Okay, none of that.
69.
I don't know if this is going to work.
Sure did.
Takes 15 points of cold damage
Like spread between us?
each, and half on a successful save.
God damn it. When do
Okay,
I get
If
evasion
you
again?
have cold resistance, that
Yeah,
means
you get half.
damage.
You get half that.
Yeah.
We're down.
down.
In your favor, I think.
Round, yeah, it would be 7.
Wait, so the rest of us are taking 7. Okay, great,
Yeah.
fun.
Evan, I have this
Yes.
spell called Absorb Elements. It's a reaction, and it's when I get hit by a type of damage, I can reduce it by a d6. Because I was hoping to protect Rocket and the others that were behind him, can I use my Absorb Elements on Rocket's damage rather than my own? Would you allow that?
I would 100% allow that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, as a reaction, I'm gonna cast Absorb Elements, and I'm gonna absorb 9 of your cold damage that you took, Rocket.
My man.
And it's
Does
gonna
this count?
store into my horns, and my next horns attack will have ice damage added into it.
Cool.
Excellent.
Is this count as hitting a target with an attack?
No, this is essentially, I flavored it a little bit more, but this is a lair action.
Okay.
So
Just checking.
the lair is
Okay.
attacking you. We're off
It
to...
does feel like the layer is attacking me, yes.
Is this Oliver's? Oliver's turn, I believe.
Are we contained in this thing, or what's
Nope.
happening?
It is difficult terrain around you now, but otherwise, no. It's kind of dissipated.
And how close am I to the pillar?
Everyone is kind of within a 20 to 30 foot radius of it.
Wonderful.
The pillar was included in there, and it remained unaffected.
Okay, so I know that your bird didn't work.
The name. Winston. Thank you.
I know Winston didn't work. He's physical though, so I'm gonna try Mage Hand and see if that might help.
As a bonus action?
No, as my normal action.
Oh, that's your full action. Okay.
It was pretty devoid of everything, but go
Like
for
I'm
it.
going to conjure the hand inside of the pillar. And it's spectral and floating.
I'm trying to think of a way that this would work. I would say that the hand is conjured within,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as it forms, it is immediately rejected out of the space.
Well, that's frustrating.
I'm not trying to shoot down creative ideas because I really I love the creativity.
Of course
Do
not.
it. Do it again, but put it inside the bracelets.
I was like, yeah, let me just grab it, like conjure it as a grab, and then pull. Okay. I'll dismiss that because fuck that. Yikes! I don't.
Based on the interactions from everyone else and your personal experience now firsthand, you don't think you're going to be able to penetrate or get into this successfully.
Okay. I guess I can't. I don't have enough
Most.
actions to use my wand now, do I?
I would say you're able to.
I'm gonna
Is
use
it-
my wand.
Oh no, our rat! It's frozen dead.
It's a hair.
The hair
It's-
is definitely
Alright,
a
the hair.
frozen hair.
Okay, let's do this. Ooh, let's see what happens.
What's a 92?
A 92 is a burst of colorful shimmering light extends for me in a 30-foot radius. You and each creature in the area that can see must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or
Be
become blinded
blinded.
for a minute.
Oh,
God.
jeez.
Oh, fuck.
That's all of
Alright.
us,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
Hey, saved. But it's also the giant.
Ooh, I'm not blind.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I got it.
wow. Good job, team.
Hopefully the giant failed.
I hope so.
Yeah!
Hey!
Yay!
We all succeeded! Wow!
Fucker's blinded.
That couldn't have worked
Wand of
better.
Wonder.
You risky motherfucker.
For a minute!
Whoever gave
For a
us
whole
whoever
minute!
gave us this item, who was it? Jamie? Was it way
Yeah,
back?
Yeah.
Yes.
You knew what you were getting us into.
Did the rat
Epic
ask?
moments like this one.
The rat is absorbed by this beam of light and just disappears.
It's a hair, might I remind everyone. But
Yeah.
but
it's fine. We'll carry on.
Okay, I did that, and I'm looking like I'm super surprised, like oh shit, and now I'm done.
I too am surprised. I'm back to the top. Iron Jaw.
All right. Well, while it can't see, I'm going to run in and try to take advantage of that.
Fuck it up.
Literally, you have advantage, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna switch to my non-magical sword for this one and see if it works any better.
That will hit,
Alright, so it
and
hit 18
that is
damage.
a solid hit.
Yeah.
You were able to. Are you stabbing or are you slicing?
I'm gonna slash. We got hamstrings to get at here.
Absolutely. You kind of cut through that. You cut through the. I'd say the Achilles is a little more accessible to you.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And you slash clean through that one Achilles. You noticeably cannot put weight on that leg.
Jeez.
He's like, he's just kind of slashing around blindly with his axes, trying to feel and trying to see if he can hit anyone. And when this happens, he literally almost falls down to a knee, slashing. And he is going to. Does he roll his con save before or at the end of his turn?
For what?
What?
For the
I
sight.
think he's
failed.
already.
It's just
Yeah,
for
he's
1
failed.
minute.
He's blind for a minute.
Oh, he's blind for a minute.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
so
doesn't even
he's
get it anymore.
so he just has
Dang.
disadvantage.
10 rounds.
Which could have been really bad for the rest of this party.
Which could have been really
a
bad.
completely different encounter had those rolls been
I
So he swings at
planned this.
swings at oh, Jesus, swings at Ironjaw with for a 12.
That is a miss. I'm gonna try to shelter on the opposite side of him from Oliver for future reference.
And he swings again
Can
for
I attack
8.
Oliver?
That's also
Wow.
a miss.
So he's not successful.
Dodge.
All you guys got was a fun light show.
Okay, so when if he ends his turn next to the flaming sphere, he must provide another dexterity saving throw for fire damage.
That is totally fair because he can't even see the flaming sphere, but I guess he can feel it. But
Can't see it, can't do anything about it.
it's too late. It's too late. Con save?
Dex save.
Dex save. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So it takes half, so 3 fire damage.
okay. So he kind of screaming. He's kind of blinded. He's really not having a great day so far.
He that he's been waiting for forever.
Sure.
He just inherited this god power, but sometimes it's just not enough.
He didn't inherit it. He stole it.
Well, it's agree to disagree.
Excuse me. He discovered it.
Moving on.
Well, he's blind and burnt now, so.
And missing one of his Achilles.
Peter.
Okay, so first, I'm totally sorry. I thought that you said that the necklace was in the ice, which is why I attacked the ice. I didn't realize it was floating in the light. My bad.
Like it's the yes. Sorry. Do you want to redo anything with that?
Moving on, since we clearly can't get to this necklace, I will ask him a question. Do an axe attack.
All right. Swing away.
Close enough? Can I get to him?
Yeah. You kind of tiptoe a little bit, but he's kind of fallen down to one knee. He's within about 15 feet, so even with the difficult terrain, you're able to get there.
Nice.
You're certainly going to hit, and you kind of crush down. He's holding both of his axes. They're both connected with a chain. You're going to slash through, and it just gets stopped, but it kind of gets caught up in the chain for a second. But you do a good solid gash across his one arm.
Okay, and I'll say the kind of efficiency the delivery system would have had, and then I'll allow someone else to go.
There's no reason for delivery this far north. What are you, Santa Claus?
Who?
Wow.
I'd love to be Santa.
Gunnar.
I don't know who
Gunnar
that
is
is.
still raging. Swing away.
Yeah. Gunnar will
Who's your
attack.
map from the north?
No longer recklessly, as there is no need to recklessly attack a blind.
A blind old man. Yeah, we'd have just beat on the end. Oh, but you
Oh
missed.
wow!
Oh,
Not a fair
wow.
fight. He does doesn't want to hit him.
As he kind of gets slashed, his Achilles gets slashed. He falls to a knee right as Gunnar is swinging across the top.
Damn it!
And he just kind of goes for the beheading strike, and his head just drops below it.
Hate when that happens.
Don't you?
How dare they duck my
This just
attack.
builds my rage.
Minos' turn.
Okay, I know as a player this is not smart, but I'm playing as Minos. Because Minos absorbed the ice from the layer, and has absorbed that into his horns, Minos is actually going to try to use the kind of like grown ice on his horns to reach into the light, and see if he can pull out, like hook the necklace and pull it out of the light that way. So I'm assuming I'm getting repulsed again, which is fine if that's what it is. But that's what Minos would try.
Okay, you are repulsed, and it kind of, you go in hard, so kind of, you push in real hard. It pushes you back kind of in his direction, potentially with enough momentum that you could charge if you wanted to in the same action.
Just keep going. Okay, I follow the light's path. I charge into the guy. So this is attack horns advantage.
Yep.
That'll
19.
do. Yep. And 6 damage.
6 damage, technically another D6 cold. I don't know if he's completely immune to cold or not, but...
Not completely immune.
Okay, so 4 cold damage on top of that for my absorbed elements.
Nice. He's got a pair of gore marks in his chest. He is not looking super hot.
And
He's not
from
looking super cold
behind,
either.
with my bonus action, I'm going to ram that fire sphere back into him, so he's not
Another
looking
dex
so
save?
hot. I'm going to make sure he's looking hot. Yeah, dexterity, please.
No, not great.
Yay! So he's going to take this full fire damage. 4.
Ooh. Full damage.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. You can see there's some noticeable boils, like essentially blisters starting to form on his skin.
Gross.
The white in his eyes starting to fade slightly. He's still kneeling on that one leg.
Tell us how to get out of here.
Rocket, your go.
As I've seen the how fire is working for Minos, I'm going to cast Firebolt at him.
Cast away.
Oh, that one.
Ooh, 1!
1!
But you hit.
I will hit with 1 damage. Congratulations.
I use
You're
my
dead.
right
No,
now.
I'm kidding.
And then I'll use my bonus action to attack with my ballista.
Okay.
Oh, did I spell that right? I might not spell that right. Uno momento, old rich. The D, classic.
Cool.
Dex save, so
Yes.
I have disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm. No, you auto-fail if it relies on sight.
I can't see how it wouldn't rely on sight, so I can say he just auto fails.
Okay, so it'll be 8 just regular damage, not fire damage.
Okay.
So I kind of see myself like jumping on the force ballista and like lighting the like bolt on fire as it shoots with my like firebolt.
Oh,
and they
that's
kind of
cool.
go together.
Yeah, to add that 1
Very cool.
extra fire damage.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So dealt 8 plus 1.
correct.
Okay, cool. He's looking mucho rough. As you hit him with that fireball, you see a bit of a pulse from the white pillar, and as he lets out a deafening roar, you see the walls begin to shake, and ice shards from the ceiling start to fall. There's 3 people near one another. Everyone's kind of right beside him.
I'm
The melee people.
a ways
Right?
away.
Yeah, I am most certainly not.
Yeah, Rocket
Okay,
and Oliver
it's
are.
so
The rest of us are. Yeah.
So the people in the Rayleigh damage or Rayleigh range, the lair is going to make a ranged attack roll against you.
Rude.
How dare.
How very dare.
Oof.
As these jagged ice shards fall from the ceiling, everyone takes... Nope, that's not right. There we go. I'm just going to go with the canned. We're going to go with 10 damage.
Hey, I'm not passed out on the floor.
10 damage?
But it was a close run thing.
Oof.
Everyone takes 10 damage.
Everybody.
Right. I've just been using the stock damage, so I'm just going to use that. I'm not going to roll.
Gunnar is going to activate his stone skin to absorb some of that damage.
Okay.
As a reaction.
Yep, totally.
That includes us in the back?
No, it's just those in combat range of the possessed.
God damn it, Gunnar!
And then Oliver, your turn.
Okay. It is time. I will use my inspiration, because I have inspiration.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna
He's not
cast
inspired.
and I'm gonna cast an empowered witch bolt. So higher level. So I'll type it in. Again. And then how do I make it advantage again?
Spacey DV.
Did I do it?
Boss!
You did it, and you hit.
Nice. This fucker is about to take 2d12 damage.
Roll high.
That's not that good.
Takes 6
I
damage.
literally just said roll high.
So I zapped
You-
it for a little.
You hit, and this guy gets zapped. He's hanging on. He is still with us, but he is not by much. Iron Jaw, go for it.
Finish it, Iron Jaw. Save us.
I think if we can get rid of him, then he's gonna stop dropping ice on my head. So I'm gonna try to do that.
Got this, Iron Jaw.
Slash in at the other ankle.
15 will hit.
15 will hit for 17 damage.
Wow,
Oh,
nice.
You catch his
Solid.
other Achilles. He goes down to one knee. He is still standing. You were literally, had you rolled a touch bit more, you would have had him. So he's down completely. He is essentially immobile, blinded. He
Kick him in the head.
raises his hands to the sky, and
Kick him in the head.
he himself lays out a huge groan and just starts pounding the ground around.
Uh-oh.
And the ice around him within 5 feet of him starts spiking up randomly all over. Everyone needs to make a dex save around him.
Oh dear.
So not us in the back?
Nope, not you in the back.
Okay.
Love that.
Oh dear.
All right, so the only nobody saves.
Damn.
Not ideal, but it can be done. Hold on a sec. Everyone in the immediate vicinity takes 9 points of damage, and the terrain becomes difficult.
What kind of damage is it?
It is cold damage.
Thank God.
Iron Jaw slumps to the floor.
And that is
Large chunks of ice stuck out of him.
everyone else who is hit. Also, because it's difficult terrain, you'll have limited movement. Peter Post, it's your turn.
Oh boy.
Kick him in the head.
Oh, wait! Because he ends his turn next to my flame sphere, he needs to give a dex saving throw.
Which he fails if it relies on sight.
I don't think it does. Can't he feel it?
You
Yeah,
can feel it.
He can feel it, yeah.
But he also cannot move, so I'm going to give him disadvantage on that.
Disadvantage, you say?
Wow, pretty good. So taking half damage?
Damage, yeah. Of 11.
of
So
11.
you're not actually rolling with disadvantage, right? You're just making a roll called dis and then rolling.
Oh, okay. That
That's
makes sense.
amazing.
just FYI.
Know how to make a roll that's like named.
Oh my god, it's just like the same thing. You rolled
Alright,
18
fine.
again.
Like I
Fine.
just throwing that out.
That's totally fair. I'm like, how does this work? Anyways. So he's kind of thumping on the ground, rolling around, and this large sphere of fire just catches him straight in the back. It starts melting through him as he's screaming and letting out this deep, like the walls are shaking, the ground are kind of vibrating, and the fire continues right through him and melts him apart. The only thing that's left is his head, his arms, and that is it. His torso has been completely eaten up by this flame sphere. His arms and legs drop where they are. The head hovers there for a brief second, with the eyes glowing very bright. As soon as the white in the eyes dissipates, the head drops. And you have successfely beaten the Jarl.
So,
Yeah.
Minos, was your
Not
plan
so
to learn
big
how to get
now.
out of here? Minos,
Oliver,
you
my
wanted to
plan
learn how
was
to
to
get out of
not
here?
die. Speaking of, I would like to cast a Cure Wounds on Iron. I'm all out of level 2 spell slots, but I still have a level 1, couple of level 1 spell
Just
slots.
feel damage, right?
Some of us are also hurt. It's not just Ironjaw.
I have hit dice, so if I can rest up, I'll feel better.
For sake of time, I'm going to narrate how the rest of this is probably going to go.
Sure, let me put some good conclusion music here. Okay, go for it. I'll find it.
Okay, good. As everything, I'm gonna turn up. There we go. Now I can see everybody. As the head collapses to the ground, you see the pillar of light starts to almost flicker and hesitate. The pillar itself remains completely intact, and then starts to waver and flicker, and eventually just completely goes out. As soon as the light starts disappearing, the necklace becomes more and more clear. As someone reaches out towards it, it kind of evaporates into an ethereal way, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Disappears and becomes invisible and just fades. The walls start to vibrate and shake a bit more violently. Everyone bolts out. The castle itself starts collapsing in. You run your way back through the caves, and you find how the Jarl ended up making its way in. You run past a beaten and bloodied corpse that you can see is Hawksley.
Oh.
Ooh, damn it.
And as you're kind of getting onto the surface, you see that people have been trying to remove the rocks and remove the ice and the rubble, and you find a really beaten and unconscious tiefling who you revive, and you carry Rhea back to the camp. Everyone kind of gets the idea here that the whole archaeological dig was really just a big front so that they could uncover the secrets and eventually find the power that held within, in an attempt to regrow the glacier once again. You recognize that the power within the pillar, being a demigod and being the kind of residual power left on this plane, as a level 4 character out of character, you would not have the power to penetrate into this, thus explaining why no one was successful getting in. You find you rest up, everyone feels pretty comfy, and I imagine you make your way back south or rather quickly actually, because the half giants are not a big fan of you being in the town anymore.
We failed to protect Huxley, so...
Yay! Awesome.
Almost like I had that summary written up. Yeah, just...
So that was the conclusion to Evan's Adventure Ice Ice Baby. We've gone just a little bit over time, so for YouTube's sake, I'm going to end it right now. But everyone, please stay on the line, or however you would say it, because we will come back and discuss the adventure and hand out our inspiration. So, YouTube viewers, thank you so much.